actually like a soda counter with a place where they made hamburgers and hot dogs, and he started out cooking hamburgers in the old store.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. The building we're in now dates from 1984. And we've been in that building since. But before that, we were next to where the propane tanks currently are now. We were in an old building there that was put in 1962 after the Big Ash Wednesday storm, the big Northeaster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So the old store that was at Haven Road, believe it or not, was washed into the bay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
So
quite a bit of history.
Yeah, it's got a lot of history. Wow. And you guys are located just, like a mile, maybe 2 miles north of the...
About a mile and a half.
Okay, yeah, from the
North
Indian River Inlet Bridge.
North of the Indian River Inlet. We're the only thing, that's the funny thing when you tell people they're coming south. We're the only thing on the right-hand side. We have an 80-foot sun. You can't miss us.
Yeah. and the other thing I look for, my wife looks for when we're going fishing, when we stop by to pick up bait or whatnot, we look for the power line that goes down to the building. Really the only one. You can't miss it, yeah. And it's on the right-hand side going southbound on Route 1. Yeah, so... Again, my guest is Clark Evans with Old Inlet Bait and Tackle, talking about the Fall Classic, a tournament that's coming up, the 18th year, correct? The 18th year?
18th year of the Fall Classic.
Yeah, 18th year. And that's coming up this weekend. So if you're looking for a fishing tournament, a fun, competitive, the key word there, competitive fishing tournament that's coming up, well, there's one coming up next weekend. So you want to get registered and entered. Let's talk a little bit about the fishing. How has the fishing been this week? I know there was there were some bluefish that were caught, some big ones, right, at the inlet?
Old hockey puck.
Yeah, nice bluefish in the inlet. Not many, but the Northeast we had this last weekend. We had 2 or 3 days. We were expecting it to blow some cooler water and some fish in with it, and it seems to have worked. We started hearing, when was that, Tuesday, Wednesday? It's funny how things
do you have any of that
for a
compressed
while
air?
down at the inlet, and then all of a sudden it explodes into, full on, everybody's talking about it. I got a few reports, I think it was Wednesday or Tuesday, I can't remember what day, and about some 10-pound bluefish caught in the inlet. And once you figure it all out, it was just a few that were caught. And a lot of snappers were caught. So the fish came back into the inlet, which was wonderful.
Did you stay for fireworks?
Nowhere near what we had back in May.
Yeah.
The historic run of bluefish we had that lasted for over 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But there are some fish around. It's nice to have them back. And because the croakers while they were plentiful over the summer, the croakers are gone in terms of numbers, but there are some bigger ones around.
Yeah, there seems to be a bunch hanging around the Cape Henlopen fishing pier. They just come out of nowhere, really.
From the pier, yeah.
And
then we've had a few fish caught on the beach. That's starting to pick back up. It's hopefully as this water cools, and if we ever get any kind of mullet migration, we'll start seeing some more fish on the beach as well.
Yeah, I'd heard that the surf has picked up considerably. A lot of it has to do with the fact that it's kind of like a golden corral for fish. You got the sand fleas washing in, the bait fish, and then supposedly there's some mullet running out there as well. I don't know if that's. I've heard it's a little early for that, but if they're here, that's good news.
Yes, it would be. It would be wonderful to get all this going this week.
Yes, especially for the tournament. Yeah, that'll make for an exciting tournament. Absolutely. Okay.
Oh yeah,
Go ahead.
Like I said, when you have that many people with bait in the water, something happens. Something fun always happens. One year we had one guy catch 2 large red drum back-to-back casts. So
wow.
You just never know.
Yeah. Interesting stuff. All right, sounds good. Clark Evans with Old Inlet Bait and Tackle talking about the bait shop there, been around for 50-plus years, and the Fall Fishing Classic, which I'm looking forward to. It's a very popular tournament around here. A 2-day tournament starts Saturday, so folks, you want to get online, oldinlet.com. Did I get that right?
Pull them down.
Yes, sir.
Okay, get on there, print off the entry, fill it out, and take it into to Clark at Old Inlet Bait and Tackle, and enter that tournament. Hoping to break some tournament numbers this year, maybe some maybe some fish numbers.
Yeah, hopefully, weather permitting. That's what it all comes down to.
That's what it all comes down to. Yeah, it always does. Yeah, it always does. Now, is it a catch and release tournament?
We offer. You're certainly if the species you catch.
All right, check one.
Size requirements. You can certainly keep it, but we offer a.
You're going to be all messed up.
Incentive.
You're on number two.
Okay.
This is 3.
All right, and then so when they have the fish scored by the judge, if the judge witnessed them releasing it, they also get a point added to their score.
Gotcha.
So,
okay.
Yep.
So that
and a lot of times that is the tiebreaker. So it's some people want to keep a few kingfish. That's fine. We don't mind that, and that's certainly their liberty to do. But we do offer the release incentive.
Yeah, keep in mind, though, if you catch like 5 kingfish and you keep them, you're losing out on 5 points, which could be, as you said, could be big. So,
could be big, exactly.
Yeah. All right, Clark, good to talk with you. I'll see you next weekend because I'll be in the tournament and, of course, doing a broadcast there. So, looking forward to it. It's going to be my first one I'm going to be involved in, so I'm looking forward to it, looking for a good time. So, it should be fun.
All right. Well, we look forward to seeing you, and thanks again for having me on.
Absolutely. All right, we'll do it again soon.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. All right, Clark Evans with Old Inlet Bait and Tackle, talking about the Fall Fishing Classic coming up. I'm really looking forward to it. I really am. All right, more of Tight Lines coming up. We got the recipe of the week and more on the way. Maybe we'll take some phone calls as well. John Butler, Tight Lines here on Delaware 105.9.
The comments, views, and opinions expressed on the air at Delaware 105.9 are those of the hosts, callers, and guests, and not those of staff, management, or advertisers at Delmarva Broadcasting Company.
Hi, everybody. It's Jim Weller. My goodness, I've got hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of them all over the place on Route 13 in Bridgeville.
Check 1 2 1 2 1 2.
Listen, here's the deal. I've got aluminum, I've got vendor trailers, I've got tow dollies, I've got dump trailers, I've got motorcycle trailers to haul your motorcycle in, to haul your motorcycle on, or to pull behind your motorcycle. I've also got vendor trailers. I've got trailers. So if we don't have what you need, we specialize in special orders. That's right. We can get you a different color, a heavier or lighter payload, maybe longer, maybe wider, maybe taller. If you need a trailer, come on into Weller's Utility Trailers, Route 13 in Bridgeville. Trailers are all over the place. Easy financing, 1 year same as cash. Trades are welcome. Friendly, knowledgeable sales staff. All we need you to do is make your way to Weller's in Bridgeville and give us the opportunity to earn your business.
Before you go out on the water, visit Lewis Harbor Marina Fishing and Boating Outfitters, the best place to start any fishing or boating adventure. Located at the end of Anglers Road on the east side of the canal, with access by land or water, there's plenty of free on-site parking and easy access turnaround for your boat and trailer. Don't have a boat? No worries. There's a head boat and several daily charters available. Lewis Harbor Marina stocks top-name tackle brands such as Shimano, Penn, and St. Croix, but also has reasonably
Hey,
priced
John Butler,
equipment for
check
casual
1 2
weekenders.
1 2.
Captain Joe and
Weller
Amanda are always ready to hook you
does
up with
Delmarva.
friendly service
We're
and
live at
expert
Weller's.
advice on local hotspots,
Colin?
conditions, and regulations.
Good morning, John.
Lewis Harbor Marina
Tight
has
lines to
gas
you.
and diesel fuel,
Tight
ice,
lines, everyone.
extensive
Right.
boating supplies and accessories, as well as
Slack
non-bonded
line.
apparel and all the little things you'll need.
The slack
for
out of the line here this
experience
morning,
out on the
Dan,
water.
please.
Call Lewis Harbor Marina at 302-645-6227. Find them on Facebook.
got too much
or
slack
visit
on it, son.
lewisharbormarina.com.
Why waste time running
Keep
from
that
store
line
to store
tight.
comparing samples and swatches for your window coverings?
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Budget Blinds,
Yeah, we're
your
all
local
good.
experts come to
Please
you. Our
inform
design consultants will
Fran
bring samples,
Seaver
swatches,
that
and
we
styles
are
to you
ready.
so you can see how they look in your home. Or you can check out different ideas and trends at our showroom on Route 9, 4.5 miles west of 5 Points. From sales to installation, we make the process easy for you. Plus, we service all of our products. Call us at 856-6799 and let us get started on your new window coverings today.
Look in the mailbox, is there something for me? Why, that's the biggest envelope I've ever seen.
Look at these coupons, these bargains are real. This money matter is a super good deal.
Would you like to save money every day?
Sure, who wouldn't?
Then check your mailbox for the big red, white, and blue money mailer envelope arriving any day. In this issue, look for savings from Fletcher's Plumbing, Milford's Skating,
Yes, Franny.
Garage,
Fran Seaver. I can't wait. I'm getting ready for this week's fish recipe.
Earth Market, and many more.
Wow.
Each week,
Did you know
the end of the
about
show.
moneymailer.com and the free smartphone app? You can get all
Today,
the coupons
we're
there,
going to teach
too.
you how to make
Really? Call
filet of fish.
1-800-MAILER-1
It's a sandwich we
today
invented
if you'd like
here.
more
Tight
information,
lines.
and let the savings begin.
With half a slice of American. Yellow, but half a slice. Christ.
Grotto Pizza is your home for every football game this season. You
Fried
can win
smelt, I
$500
understand, is
in
what
our
we're doing
Big
this week.
Skin Pick'em from 8 sports bars in Delaware and Maryland. It's easy and free to play. Simply pick the team you think will win and get 1 point for every correct selection. Stop in on Tuesday to pick up your form and submit by the
Oh, I got a live Emirates auction event. Oh, what time? Now?
Every week, enter to win Eagles flight deck tickets. These amazing seats you can't buy, and Grotto is the only
Yeah, you can call them
place for your
now,
chance to win
actually.
these
It's a
tickets
live
for every
ad.
home
It's
game.
for an auction
Enjoy
today.
350 big Miller Lite drafts every
Okay,
Saturday
the phone
and
number is
Sunday, and keep the football shaped glass on
227-2714,
Sundays while
I think.
supplies last. And that's not all. Enter to win
Yeah,
a trip
it's
to
a
the
one-time
fabulous
only. It's a
Las
live
Vegas
spot.
for the big game in
227-2714.
February. Flight, hotel,
Butch.
and $1,000 spending cash is yours if you
It's on
win.
that phone
No one
list in
does
there.
more than Grotto Pizza for football.
Thanks for
Don't
saying
forget to join
something.
our
Forgot about
Swirl
that.
Rewards Club. Enjoy
Yeah, it's a
Grotto
live
Pizza,
spot.
Earn points and get rewards. Grotto Pizza, get your swirl on.
Sussex County wants to put the keys to home
Yeah, so you call him and, hey, Butch, it's John, ready to do a spot, and then he'll come on and talk about an auction. Oh, it's going to eat up some of your time. Sorry, dude. Oof.
and Encall Research will host the second annual
Might not have time for your recipe.
Fair on Saturday, September 26th, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Del Tech in Georgetown. Your business or organization can be a part of this important event. The
If you
event
miss
is
him, I might have to do it at
staff as
7:30.
Exhibitors to share services, products, and resources related to home ownership. Sponsors and exhibitors will be provided display space and other support. To be a part of this successful event and to confirm your space, please visit SussexCountyDE.gov or call Brandy Nauman at 302-855-7779. Join Sussex County and its partners on Saturday, September 26th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. for the Home Buyer Fair at Del Tech in Georgetown. For more info, visit SussexCountyDE.gov or call 855-7779.
All right, it's 6:53 right now. Tight lines here. John Butler with you. Joining me right now on the air is Butch Emmerich with Emmerich Auctions. It's good to be with you. I understand you have a special auction going on this morning.
That's right, John. We do. We have a terrific real estate auction on a trophy home in the First Ocean block of Henlopen Avenue in Rehoboth Beach. Now, we're talking about number 22 Henlopen Avenue. We will be auctioning this morning at 11 o'clock. It is a 6-bedroom, 3.5-bath home, just about 6 houses from the beach road, and very close to downtown in the prestigious north section of the Pines of North Rehoboth. Now, this is a house that was completely remodeled in the 1980s. It sleeps 16 people. It is on 1.5 lots, which is critically important here in the city of Rehoboth Beach because, it makes it easier to expand or take this house down and build a new home. So this is a very valuable property worth probably well in excess of $1 million. We will be selling it at absolute auction this morning at 11 o'clock. So, folks, if you're looking for a bargain on a home near the beach, this morning is the sale for you. Very, very nice home on a beautiful wooded lot at 22 Henlopen Avenue. We will be there from 9:45 on to preview, and the sale will be held promptly at 11 a.m. You can see terms and details of sale at emmertauction.com or auctionzip.com.
All right, sounds like some good deals on the way. Butch, good talking with you. We'll chat with you next week. Have a good weekend.
That's right. Have a great weekend yourself, John.
All right, you too. Thank you. Okay. I think I got enough time for the recipe of the week. And by the way, because of popular demand, I posted a link of the 9/11 video. I posted that on the Facebook page of Delaware 1059. Delaware 1059 Facebook page. I posted it there for you to view. Really, the audio is one thing, but the pictures that go with it, there's just no words for it. Incredible video. Okay, recipe of the week. I made an audible. I was going to do a mahi recipe, but instead I am going to do a salmon recipe. And part of the reason why I'm doing it is because I have salmon in the freezer that I'm going to be using tonight. So I'm going to use, I might try this recipe out. This is a salmon steak with fried roasted corn chow chow. Sounds good. The ingredients call for 2 salmon steaks, each about 12 ounces, 1 to 1 1/4 inch thick, with the pin bones removed. Okay. I can't remember salmon with is the little tiny bones that are in there, right? Okay. All right. Yeah. Those are no bueno. Okay. Vegetable oil, 2 teaspoons of kosher salt, 1/4 teaspoon freshly ground black pepper, 2 ears of fresh corn. Corn. Husked. 1 medium red bell pepper, 1 medium jalapeno or serrano chili pepper, a 1/3 cup of white distilled vinegar, a 1/4 cup packed brown sugar, and a teaspoon of mustard powder. Prepare the grill for directed cooking over medium heat, 350 to 450. Lightly brush the salmon on both sides with oil and season evenly with 1/2 teaspoon of the salt and the pepper. Cover and refrigerate while you prepare the chow chow. You prepare the chow chow. It's a long direction, so I'm not going to go all into it. I'll have a link of this on the Facebook page. Place the bell peppers and jalapenos into a bowl, cover with plastic wrap to trap the steam. Let stand for about 10 minutes. This is after you prepare the chow chow. In a medium saucepan over medium-high heat, bring the vinegar, brown sugar, mustard powder, and the remaining 1.5 teaspoons salt to a boil, stirring until sugar is dissolved. Add the corn, bell peppers, and jalapenos. Simmer gently until the vegetables taste pickled, 2 to 3 minutes, stirring occasionally. Remove from the heat, and using a slotted spoon, transfer the chow chow to a serving bowl, cover to keep warm. Grill the salmon steaks over direct high heat with the lid closed, 10 to 12 minutes, turning once. Remove from the grill and serve warm with chow chow. Sounds pretty good. Salmon steaks with fried roasted corn chow chow. Sounds like a plan for dinner tonight. All right, God bless. Take care of yourself and each other. Weller does Delmarva on the way next. Dan Gaffney in for Jim today.
Local news first on Delaware 1059.
Okay, Delaware 1059 news time. 6:59. Good morning. John Butler here. Delaware State Police have identified an infant killed in a deadly crash east of Bridgeville yesterday. Police say 22-year-old Lillian Ramos Ramirez was driving a 2000 Toyota Celica, on southbound Oak Road when the car drove off the west edge of the road and hit a ditch, then a utility pole. The vehicle overturned, ejecting Ramos Ramirez and her 3-month-old. A 1-year-old child remained in her seat. The 3-month-old was transported to Nanticoke Memorial Hospital, where she was pronounced dead. The 1-year-old was transported to AI DuPont Hospital with undisclosed injuries. Police say the children were not properly restrained. Ramos Ramirez faces several charges related to the crash. From the first town in the first state, this is WXDE Lewis. It's 7 o'clock.
CBS News, I'm Dave Barrett. Some migrants may get to where they want to be. Others could be held up in other parts of Europe. Here's reporter Larry Miller.
German troops are on standby as the country expects 40,000 migrants to cross its borders this weekend. Hungary says from next week it will arrest people entering that country illegally. Yet across Europe there are pro-migrant rallies, and on behalf of the charity Save the Children, British actor Benedict Cumberbatch made this pledge to the migrants flooding into Europe.
We see you, we hear you, and help is coming.
Larry Miller, CBS News, London.
Stateside California wildfire burning east of Sacramento, but now the evacuation order for the town of San Andreas has been lifted. Still, it's a formidable fire.
We have over 1,500 firefighters that are working in various capacities on the fire. We have over 178 engine companies. We have over 20 aircraft, both fixed-wing and helicopters.
CAL FIRE's Joshua Rubenstein, just 5% containment of that fire now. In central India, a cooking gas cylinder exploded at a restaurant where people were having breakfast. And now 82 people are dead. About 36 others are in the hospital. Egypt's prime minister is out, so is the Egyptian cabinet on the heels of a corruption investigation. Stateside, a soldier in training has been found. KIRO's Hannah Scott with the story.
A paratrooper from Joint Base Lewis McChord vanished after jumping out of a plane during a training exercise. The Army, along with local law enforcement and other state agencies, searched a 6-mile radius of a wooded area for more than 10 hours in the hopes of finding him alive. His body was found just before 10 p.m. Chief Criminal Deputy Ryan Sperling with the Mason County Sheriff's Office says it obviously wasn't the result they were hoping for.
It's tragic whenever you have this type of thing. But, the effort was a great effort.
No word yet on his name or rank or what went wrong with the jump. The military and sheriff's office are investigating.
Picked up at a convenience store as a person of interest after the recent shootings along I-10 in Phoenix.
We're questioning one subject in association with our ongoing investigation.
Jason Seeger with the Arizona Department of Public Safety. Rick Perry packing in his presidential campaign. 16 other GOP candidates remain. Political director Steve Chigueras on others who might exit.
Chris Christie and Bobby Jindal and Lindsey Graham, who are mired at the bottom of the polls, all have super PACs working on their behalf. But is it going to be worth it for them to stay in through Iowa?
Frontrunner Donald Trump on NBC's Tonight Show.
There's a movement going on that's amazing to watch, and it's beautiful to watch. The people love this country.
Jimmy Fallon asked Trump if he has ever had to apologize for anything.
I will absolutely apologize sometime in the hopefully distant future if I'm ever wrong.
This is CBS News.
Call Quicken Loans now at 800-QUICKEN to see if you qualify for the government's Home Affordable Refinance Program, or HARP. And for 5 years in a row now, J.D. Power has ranked Quicken Loans highest in the nation in customer satisfaction. And for the second year in a row, they've also ranked us highest in mortgage servicing. Call 800-QUICKEN or visit QuickenLoans.com.
Visit jdpower.com for award information. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. License 1256 and MLSConsumerAccess.org. Number 3030.
The eyes you're born with are the ones you keep. They don't even grow much. Think about this. Many children need eyeglasses or contacts and don't even know it because the screening they get at school isn't always enough. Eye problems can affect learning and behavior throughout your child's life. But a comprehensive eye exam can change all that. Shouldn't your child see an eye doctor yearly? Find one near you at thinkaboutyouryes.com. Your child's vision is nothing to play with. Brought to you by the American Optometric Association.
How'd you like to have your car hit the brakes without you having to do so?
Auto braking scans the road ahead of you and stops your car if needed, often faster than you can. Jeff Owens is with auto supplier Delphi, which makes safety technology.
This is an opportunity to have technology that helps the consumer when they need some help. We know that 90% of accidents come from human error.
Today, auto braking is available on 26% of vehicles, but standard on only 1%. Jeff Gilbert, CBS News, Detroit.
They're back on Earth. A three-man crew that had left the International Space Station. They landed their Soyuz safely early today in Kazakhstan. Aboard, Russian Gennady Padalka. He's a cosmonaut who completed his 5th trip into space. He has also spent the most time in orbit, 879 days total. Dave Barrett, CBS News.
Imagine a store that lets you get the things you wanted, how you wanted. Don't want to use your credit? Don't have credit? Don't worry. Want to set up a payment plan around your paydates so you're never short on cash? It's up to you. Imagine payments that fit your budget, your schedule, your life. That's Rent-A-Center. Imagine that. No credit needed. Flexible payment plans scheduled around your needs. Imagine new possibilities at Rent-A-Center. Rental purchase transaction. See store for details.
At TIAA Craft, our record sounds like a broken record. We got impressive results in 2013. And 2014, same thing. We're like, hey, weren't we just here? Then 2015, boom, more impressive results. That's the kind of record you'd expect from a company that's created to serve and built to perform. Intelligent investing, powerful results. Visit TIAA.org. TIAA Craft Individual and Institutional Services, LLC. Investing involves risk.
Delaware 105.9 news time is 7:06. Delaware State Police are searching for a wanted homeless sex offender who failed to register. 39-year-old Frederick James is a Tier 2 sex offender who may be living in the Dover area. Warrants were issued when he failed to re-register. James is a black male, 5'6" tall, 210 pounds, with black hair and brown eyes. His photo is available at Delaware1059.com. Anyone with information on his whereabouts should contact State Police or Crime Stoppers. On the 14th anniversary of the 9/11 attacks, Governor Markell paid tribute to the Delaware National Guard. Markell points out that thousands of Delawareans volunteered to go into harm's way following the attacks, and he says the men and women who represent the First State have answered the call to serve and protect both the state and the nation.
We remain focused on ensuring service members and veterans receive the support and services that they need to live full, productive lives. We've made great strides supporting veteran entrepreneurship, connecting service members and veterans to employment and training, and reducing unemployment rates for veterans. But there's still more to be done.
And you can watch the entire speech, the entire weekly address on our website, Delaware1059.com. Delaware 105.9 news time is 7:07. From the Weather Center, meteorologist Emily Stewart says stronger thunderstorms possible today. Storms could bring flash flooding and damaging winds, a high 80. Tonight, thunderstorms, some could be heavy early, otherwise mostly cloudy and humid, a low of 62. Right now, clouds and sun, 67 degrees in Lewis. I'm John Butler, Delaware 105.9 News. It's now time for Weller Does Delmarva.
The following program is a paid commercial presentation. The comments, views, and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect the views of the staff, management, or advertisers of Delaware 105.9.
Good morning. Weller Does Delmarva. Right. Dan Gaffney sitting inside Weller's Utility Trailers, Route 13 in Bridgeville, Delaware. And it's exciting that I get to play Wheeler Dealer today. And Colin Walls is with me. Hello, Colin.
Hey, good morning, Dan.
And Brooks is here from Weller's. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
You're going to be our expert on Weller's, because if I start giving the wrong prices of things, it's not going to be pretty, right?
That's correct.
It's good to be here. Jim Weller is away at a, believe it or not, a trailer conference. So we're happy to be here today with free coffee and donuts. Krispy Kreme. Krispy Kreme. What kind you got there, Colin?
That was a raspberry filled. I didn't eat that one, though.
Oh, that was for someone else.
Right. I was just getting in case somebody came in here.
And I had a French roast from the Keurig coffee machine, and that is free, and there's juice. And why don't you stop by and say hi? Weller's is open now. And I took a walk. Brooks, I'm pretty impressed, as always, with Weller's. But what I did this morning early, through the dew in the grass in my tennis shoes, walked all around and looked at your sheds, the trailers, those Brymar dump trailers of all shapes and sizes, ramp gate trailers, car hauler trailers, enclosed, open, landscapers. I mean, you really do have the trailers here.
Absolutely. There's I would say probably 500 or 600 on the ground right now.
Yeah. And different types, I'm amazed. I mean, you'd be able to walk someone down and say, this Brymar does this dump trailer does this, they're low profile. I mean, they have all these different features, each one, right?
Yeah. We probably have, 7 or 8 different styles. And within those styles, we have, 3, 4, 5 different types of setups. So with the dump trailers, you have things where, you have a hoist, or you have telescopic cylinders, or you have a ramp gate on it, or you have a combo gate that opens. So just all kinds of things that are.
And that 500 or 600 is just how many's on the ground. Have you seen the ones that are stacked up out there?
I know.
They have more in the air.
Can I give an example? Here's one that's actually on sale. It's a low-profile dump trailer made by Brymar. That's the kind since I've known Jim, I see them on the roads.
Sure.
And my contractors are using it. It's steel floor, steel sides. This one has a lockable storage box, so you put tools in it. It's got a remote control, so the dump thing can be done remotely. For example, 6x10.
7,000 pounds.
7,000 pound rating.
That's the gross vehicle weight rating. So then you would just take the weight of the trailer away from that, and that's what you can haul. So the trailer weighs about 2,000 pounds, so you can haul 5.
Okay, $45.97. That's the price.
Yep.
And it works out. It's like $181 a month.
Absolutely.
If you finance
we
that.
have financing available.
You can go heavier, 10,000 pounds. It's only $48.97. And $193 a month. So I would always think you'd want to go heavier if you could have that option.
It's $300 difference.
I know.
$300, and the monthly payment, it's $12 a month difference.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, right.
Would you recommend that too?
I would. Anytime you debate size or even carrying capacity, always go bigger, because it's going to cost you more in the long run if you don't, because you're going to realize that you wanted something bigger to begin with, and then you're going to need to trade it in, and you're going to lose some money doing that. So.
All right, cool. Dan Gaffney here. So I like those. They're really neat, and they have some of them showing you, that are lifted, and you can see what they look like, and all of the features are right there. And that's just one of many trailers. Like I said, they have car haulers and master tow landscape trailers and all sorts of things that we're going to talk about with Brooks in just a moment. I was very impressed also, if I could just keep asking you this.
Sure.
I go to the big box stores for things, the Home Depots, the Lowe's, the whatever, like a lot of you do, and I pick up whatever, and I'm looking at prices on things. Their sheds are priced a certain way. Your sheds seem to blow their prices out of the water. I'm very impressed with the prices of your sheds and garages and workshop buildings that you have on the ground, pre-made and ready to go. Brooks.
Yeah, well, we have put a lot of effort into finding a good quality building, as well as something that's affordable based on, what options that you need. So in all of our homework, we found this company. It's an Amish company that we have out of Pennsylvania, and they just do an outstanding job on craftsmanship. I mean, the sheds are very well built, very nice looking, and their prices are very reasonable. So because the prices are reasonable to us, we can pass on a reasonable price to you. And
Absolutely.
Then we're also, able to include delivery up to 25 miles away from here included in that price, which is just another extra added bonus to getting a very nice, well-built, Amish-built shed.
Hey, can we go back to that trailer for a minute?
Oh, yeah. Which one? The Brymar dump trailer?
Yeah.
I think we might have a sale here.
Well, Brooks, is this correct? Does one of these go, Brooks, does one of these go with it if you buy it?
Yes, that's correct.
Oh.
Yeah.
The price I gave includes free gifts today, right?
Free gifts on any trailer, $1,000 or more.
Absolutely.
That's like a chainsaw, sandblasting cabinet, a Stanley rolling toolbox, Core weed eater.
That thing is amazing. The Core weed eater.
Yeah, 2-burner gas grill. You get a generator. You get some.
We are out of the gas grills, so they've already been taken up. But everything else you've mentioned is available. There's even a flagpole on here, and if you look it up
20-footer.
Yeah, it's made by Uncommon USA, and if you look it up online, it sells for about $300.
Right.
So just to give you an idea of what you're getting, it's not like a cheap, made in China type flagpole. This is a made in the USA, very well built. Comes with a sewn 3x5 American flag.
We're at Weller's Utility Trailers. Dan Gaffney here. I'm sitting in for Jim today with Colin Walls and Brooks Ritter, and it's great to be here. Free coffee and donuts. They're open this morning. What up? Good morning. Come on in for other free gifts as well, and you can do what I did. I had a great time looking at the sheds, the trailers. If you're looking at sheds or garage, even single car and double car, big garages even that they can deliver, they have them, and the carports and trailers all over the grounds here. Take a look around and walk around, all right? So we're at Weller's. Jim Weller is not here today, but we do have his voice here today through what we call the magic of radio?
Yeah, the magic of iPad.
Yes, and Jerry's Lawn Care is one of Jim's sponsor. And I believe we're going to hear Jim talk about that this morning here on Delaware 105.9. Weller Does Delmarva.
Good morning, everybody. It's Jim Weller, and I want to thank you for tuning in Weller Does Delmarva. And Dan and Colin, I want to thank you for getting up early and making the show possible, and I really appreciate you doing it, and I'll be back next week to take over from there. But I wanted to mention one of my sponsors, Jerry Santoro, Jerry's Lawn Care. We've been dealing with him at Weller's in Bridgeville. He's been cutting the grass and weed whacking and doing all the weed spraying. Then out to my house, he's been doing treatments to my lawn and keeping it looking good. But he also sells and delivers firewood. Now, he's got one of the best prices around, only $175 a cord. That's right. You see him advertised many publications for over $200 a cord, but Jerry is only $175 a cord, and that is delivered within about 10 miles of Greenwood. If it's further than that, there is a small additional charge. Now, this is seasoned firewood, mixed hardwood, oak, cherry, seasoned firewood, only $175 a cord. They're approximately 16 to 18 inches long each piece. Locally owned and operated, as I said before. Also, he does tree removal. So if you have a tree that's kind of leaning and you just want to get it down and out of the way, or you have a tree that you want trimmed or something like that, removal of an old rotten tree, or lot clearing, or tree trimming, or stump grinding, or even stump removal, all of that, Jerry can help you. Free estimates, of course. So if you need any of that done, Jerry does a lot of different things. Just give him a call. It's Jerry's Lawn Care. He has a website, which is JLC-LLC.com. Jerry's Lawn Care, JLC-LLC.com. And his phone number is 363-6025. 363-6025. Give him a call, whether it's firewood, irrigation systems, pavers, lawn care, or whatever. Jerry will take good care of you. 363-6025. Going to turn the show back over to Dan and Colin. I'll see you all later. Have a good weekend, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.
Like the seasoned firewood. How about that? It was the same seasoning that John Butler used on his salmon recipe just a minute ago. How about that?
I was going to answer that salt, pepper, cayenne.
Serrano pepper. Mm-hmm. Right. Take out the pin bones and let it go. Good morning. We're at Weller's Utility Trailers this morning, and we're sitting inside the office. They're open this morning. They're open before 9 o'clock, so come on by. I love being here. I'm actually sitting behind Jason's desk at Weller's. He has given up his desk here, and I'm looking out at the kayaks and some of the other features they have here at Weller's. And, you've been selling these. You have two models here, types, a sit-in type kayak and a sit-on. They're just two styles, depending on what you want. But this sit-in kayak, it's a Sun Dolphin, $177. It's a single-person kayak, and it's perfect for the waterways of Delaware. Comes with a paddle.
Yes, and that's a $40 value.
Really?
So really, for $177, that really means you're getting the boat for $137.
These are all brand new. They're right here in the showroom. $177, and they have other models as well. The 2- and 3-person even kayak. Like I could take a couple of my kids on that big blue one over there.
Absolutely.
That's nice.
Yep.
And I was asking Brooks the difference between a sit-in and a sit-on. Besides the obvious, what do you like about it?
Well, me personally, I'm a sit-on kayak type of person, and I'm a bigger guy, and they tend to carry a little bit more weight for one. But I also like the availability of that. If I'm kayaking, I get a little hot, I can take my foot, kind of lean it right over the edge of the boat, put it right in the water, and it's instant air conditioning. So I really like that part of it. But the biggest difference that you have with like a sit on top or a sit inside is actually better for more use as far as time. It's like a 3 or 4 season kayak because there's skirtings and stuff that you can get that actually hook to you and then hook to your boat. So it basically creates like this,
like a barrier.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Exactly. So you can use it, when it's cold outside, you can have, stuff on to heat you up, but then inside you're not getting wet. Where a sit on top is really more of a one season, maybe, late spring through early fall. But once it starts to get cool, you're going to be a little chilly on a sit on top.
Weller's is open. Route 13 in Bridgeville, Delaware, in the southbound lane. Come on by and join us as we bring you Weller Does Delmarva. You can watch the video of this. It's a couple of guys sitting at a desk Very exciting. WellerDoesDelmarva.com. WellerDoesDelmarva.com. I like this. I like selling stuff. I like talking about your products. It's exciting. And we're talking trailers and a big special here. You have over 600 trailers to choose from, and any that are 1,000 and over, you get one of these free gifts, which we mentioned. Now, can I talk about another one of the dump trailers, because that's where I went to look this morning. I took a walk through the across the road and down the field to look at the sheds, the carports, and the gazebos. It's another Brymar dump. This one is a little less price than the other one. It's a 6x10. It has stake pockets, remote, metal floor, lockable storage box, got electric brakes on both axles, a 2-axle trailer here, and $4,197. Brooks, why is that such a good deal?
Well, that particular one, it's what's called a deck over, so the deck sits up over top of the wheels. That's the biggest difference between the other ones that we mentioned, but that one's only available in black, so that's another reason why.
Oh, black only.
Mm-hmm.
And $165 a month, as low as $165 a month in your financing. I notice you do mention your monthly financing with a lot of your trailers.
Absolutely. We have 3 or 4 different companies that we use, so if we can't get you approved through one, we'll go to another one. So we have different options available. There's 6 months same as cash financing, which is going to get you 0% for 6 months. So if you just need to float the cost of the trailer for a month or two, that's something that we can get you set up with. And then we also have one of our companies that we use pretty heavily is Sheffield Finance, and they have all kinds of great rates available for a lot of the different brands that we sell.
We're going to talk about more trailers. We have enclosed trailers and landscape trailers and the heavy-duty landscapers. We're going to kind of go through some of these. Is that all right? We'll do that throughout the program this morning. And at some point, I want to get this wireless mic and walk around the showroom and just start talking about, Colin, the things he sells here, right?
Oh, yeah, because it's very interesting what's out there. A lot of stuff you don't normally find in a trailer store.
No kidding.
I would say about 95% of it.
Extension cords, generators, power, it works, power, battery-operated weed eaters and chainsaws and things and saws, rubber boots, shovels. This is all what I can see just from sitting here in the office, because there's a glass window here, and I'm looking out American flags. I see them. Truck accessories. What else?
A rocking horse that turns into a high chair?
Yes.
Which also turns into a desk.
Gag gifts. Gag gifts made by the Amish. Amish-made gag gifts.
Those guys are just crazy.
They're crazy.
And the always fun Air Zuka.
Air Zuka guns, right. All these things are here. One of Jim Weller's sponsors that we're going to hear about now is Creative Anchor, and Jim actually talked with them, and we're going to hear that before we break here on Delaware 105.9. Weller's is open now, early. Free coffee and donuts. Come on by.
Good morning again, everybody, and thanks a lot for tuning in Weller Does Delmarva. I appreciate you listening in and watching the show at WellerDoesDelmarva.com. And also, I want to thank everybody for doing the show. I couldn't be there today with you in person, and I trust that the show is going well. From what I can hear, it sounds fantastic. So I got another sponsor I want to mention, which is my friend Jonathan Hazelwood, the Creative Anchor. He develops and designs and works on websites. That's what he does. And he's really a good technical guy, but he also can talk to you in terms that you understand. Brooks and him have been working together on designing our brand new Weller's Utility Trailers website. It's not quite done yet, but it's done enough that we're starting to upload a lot of pictures and put some inventory on there and stuff like that. So we'll be launching it in the near future. But in the meantime, let's talk about you and your needs for a website. So if you have a business or you have an idea or something that you've got going on and you need some help with a website, he can help you out. If you just want to bounce some ideas off of him or get him to bounce some ideas off of you, he also can do that. If you need some technical support, he's good at that. Graphic design, social marketing, all of those types of things, branding, logos, and so on. So Jonathan is very knowledgeable, very informative when you talk to him, very easy to talk to and understand. He talks to Brooks in one language, all that technical stuff. and then he talks to me in a language that I understand. So I'm just throwing it out there that if you need any help with your website or a website, I highly recommend you give a call to Jonathan Hazelwood, the Creative Anchor. Website, of course, is thecreativeanchor.com, and his phone number is 526-7250, 526-7250. Give him a call. Tell him I sent you. Enjoy the weekend, and I'm going to throw the show back to the guys now, and I'll talk to you again in a little while. Bye.
Ooh, good throw. I caught it. Thank you, Jim. We're at Weller's Utility Trailers, Route 13, Bridgeville. Dan Gaffney here along with
Colin Walls.
Walls Service Center in Milford, Delaware.
That's right. Big event going on in downtown Milford. We are right next door to Bicentennial Park. Today, there's the big Riverwalk Festival going on. They had a little bit last night. You and I were both there. Got to see the fireworks. Really good.
Fireworks were awesome, and there's some great food today at the Riverwalk Fest if you're going over there.
I'm going to recommend Lupe's Tacos.
Lupe's Tacos. Plus, they had barbecue, and they were doing chicken for the Parks and Rec. I mean, it's a food fest. It's really great. And they'll have live music there. It's a fun time. Really fun time.
Right. But we're talking about Wall Service Center, which is right next door to that. So you can just kind of look over there and check us out. It is in downtown Milford. If you know where Abbott's Grill is, we're right across the street from them. We're just on the other side of the park as Arenas. And we've been there since 1958. My grandfather started the business, and it's just a long-time tradition of taking care of the customers and giving them good service. We specialize in AC. There is a little bit of time left to get your AC worked on this year. We work on it all year long, but usually till about the middle of October is when people are using their AC. So get it in. Give us a call, 422-8110. We can check it out for you, figure out what's going wrong with it, whether it's something as simple as just charging it, if it's lost a little bit of refrigerant, might have a small leak, or if it needs a major component like a compressor or something like that. Give us a call, 422-8110. Also, wallservicecenter.com on the web. You can go in there. You can schedule an appointment, and it's that easy.
Colin, thank you. I get my car worked on at Walls Service Center. It's fantastic. This segment, we've talked about sheds, carports, gazebos, dump trailers specifically, the free gifts that come with that, the fact that you're open now. Brooks, if someone has a question, they can call, right?
Absolutely.
You're ready to answer the phone before you drive out here. If you want to ask any kind of question, here's Brooks's phone number at Weller's Utility Trailers.
It's 337-8228.
337-8228. The website is wellers.com, and you can look at ads. The ads, look, I'm just looking at what they have on the internet, I think, right? You can click on ads, and you'll see the same information that I'm using to promote items here for Jim right on the website at wellers.com.
Now, how long is this good for? So you got all these free gifts. Any trailer over $1,000, you've got all these free gifts come with it. How long is that good for?
October 10th.
Wow, you've got another month to get in here to get that. I would get in this weekend because some of these free gifts are gone.
Yeah.
The grill is already gone, so get in here before they run out of the other stuff.
And on Twitter, Matt Revel says, Dan Gaffney, socks. Don't forget the socks.
Yes.
Matt Revel just sent me that message this morning. Heard me co-hosting and hosting the Wellers show today.
If you need a 6-pack, we got them.
6-pack.
If you want 12, if you want 18, if you want 1,000 pairs of socks, we can fix you
I
up.
thought you were going to tour the tractor trailer body out there that had them.
Let me make a deal as we go to break. 18 pairs of men's socks. That's 3 packs. 18 pairs, long or short. Another ankle or full length. $10.
$10.
All right.
Ridiculous.
Take that, Jim Weller.
Ridiculous. 18
pairs of men's socks, letting them go for $10. Come on in. They're open till 1 o'clock. That's a real deal.
On any given day, anything can happen.
What do we know about this situation?
Many days you might be wondering, what's next? And no other radio station can get you up to speed quicker.
And a story.
But you know that because you know us. So you also know that we don't just tell you, we hear you.
I want to hear your thoughts.
So you know, and we understand. We're Delaware 105.9.
A lot of clouds today with showers and thunderstorms mainly later, high of 79. Thunderstorms, some heavy early tonight, otherwise cloudy, a low 66. Shower tomorrow morning, otherwise cloudy to at times partly sunny, breezy with a high of 74. And Monday looks nice with bright sunshine, a breeze, and a high of 76. I'm meteorologist Emily Stewart in the Delaware 105.9 Weather Center.
First thing in the morning, the voice you've known and trusted for years.
Wonder why?
Yeah, me too.
And you may have noticed that no two mornings are the same.
You may think Dan Gaffney has lost his ever-loving mind.
And the intrigue doesn't end there.
Really?
Because this talk radio station is live and local.
I want to know what people think.
So you know, and we understand.
I want to know where they stand.
We're Delaware 105.9. From the first town in the first state in the USA, we're WXDE, Lewis.
Delaware 105.9.
CBS News Update. The migrant push into Europe continues. 40,000 could enter Germany this weekend. On the border between Macedonia and Serbia, Sky's Stuart Ramsey. He says there's one issue worth watching.
Hungary is making all the noises that it's going to close its borders and that they will process people actually in a sort of no man's land outside the country. And the threat from the Prime Minister that if anyone does enter the country, they'll simply be locked up as illegal immigrants. That could cause a real bottleneck.
Mohammed Miza is from Syria. He got out of there in a taxi. He found fences at the Hungarian border, lifted one up, and got in.
When we moved, we found another huge forest in Hungary.
Now, Miza is at a camp in Hungary after asking for help.
We got lost inside for more than 2 hours because we lost our GPS, our internet.
Eventually, he hopes to make it to Germany or Holland, where there's family waiting. CBS News Update. I'm Dave Barrett.
There is something about the road that beckons, that invites us to pack up the family and leave the world behind. And there is something about an industry-leading unlimited mileage warranty on a certified pre-owned Mercedes-Benz that gives us the freedom to do exactly that. You take to the highway, rack up the miles for up to 3 years, and drive with the assurance that your Mercedes-Benz is covered. You have the security of being in a car that has been certified to Mercedes-Benz standards, while you enjoy a carefree ownership experience for miles and miles. But while the mileage is unlimited, your time to take advantage of our certified pre-owned sales event is not. Now through September 30th, you can also receive complimentary prepaid maintenance and your first 2 months payments on us on select models, plus 3 months of Sirius XM satellite radio. So hurry into your authorized Mercedes-Benz dealer today and see why we say the odometer is there to record the memories.
See your authorized Mercedes-Benz dealer for complete details and limitations on certified pre-owned warranties.
Join Abbott's Grill and Dover Rental Tents and Events on Friday, September 18th at the first ever Stomp Wine Dinner at Harvest Ridge Winery in Marydale, all to benefit the Oncology Department at Nemours AI DuPont Hospital for Children. You'll be served a top-notch dinner with wine. You can tour the vineyard, plus live entertainment and a silent auction. The cost is $100 per person and includes appetizers, a 4-course dinner with wine, gratuity, and a VIP entrance ticket to the Harvest Ridge Stomp event on Saturday, September 19th from 1 until 4. First course will be a cucumber and radish salad with green goddess and watercress. Second course, scallop crudo with mint cucumber and lime. Third will be barbecue goat with blue cheese grits and street corn. And finish off the night with honey panna cotta with caramelized fig. All courses are paired with the perfect Harvest Ridge wine. Join Abbott's Grill and Dover Rental Tents and Events on Friday, September 18th at Harvest Ridge Winery starting at 6 p.m. It all benefits the Oncology Department at Nemours Alfred I. DuPont Hospital for Children. Call 491-6736 or visit abbotsgrill.com for more details.
The comments, views, and opinions expressed on the air at Delaware 105.9 are those of the hosts, callers, and guests, and not those of staff, management, or advertisers at Delmarva Broadcasting Company. The following program is a paid commercial presentation. The comments, views, and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect the views of the staff, management, or advertisers of Delaware 105.9.
Yes, Weller does Delmarva. Dan Gaffney in for Jim Weller, along with
Colin Walls.
And Jason is over here. Jason Troyer. How you doing, Jason?
Wonderful.
Good to have you over there at the guest spot from Weller's. Jim's at a trailer conference. And Dan, would you be willing to co-host and host my show on Saturday morning when I'm away? Absolutely, Jim. I'm happy to be here. And Weller's is open on Route 13 in Bridgeville with coffee and donuts. You can watch this at wellerdoesdelmarva.com, wellerdoesdelmarva.com. It's nice to have you open early on Saturday. Normally you open at 9, but today you're open at 7 o'clock.
Correct.
Ready to go, right, Jason?
Yes,
some
ready
hot
to
stuff
go.
there. We're going to ask you about some of these things you're giving away for free, including these styrofoam cubes. These are rather sizable white styrofoam cubes. They're free.
Yes. I would
How
say-
many do you have?
Ooh, few.
You haven't done
Probably
inventory on the free items?
About 1,000 of them.
Only 1,000 left. All right.
We
so,
really need to get rid of them.
Yeah, so people can come and just load up and take as many as they think they want or
Correct.
they need.
Yep.
And what are people doing with these?
Well, there's actually a campground that uses them for the kids to play with. They'll build things, stack them, and almost like big Legos and stuff like
They
that.
look like big. You could make a castle wall.
Correct.
Out of these
In fact, the campground that gets them, they have a brochure, and on the front of the brochure, they have them stacked up, and they're on top of it in the picture.
Wow, that's cool.
So we've made the front of the brochure.
Oh, very nice, with free styrofoam cubes.
And then a lot of people are using them for target practice and stuff like that.
All right. Very nice. With bow and arrow or whatever, right? So if you need styrofoam cubes, this is it.
Yep.
Here's my recommendation.
This is what Colin wants to do.
They sell PB Blaster here, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
And
it says on the can, it says eye-opening test. Breaks hard surface tension fast. And it shows you spraying PB Blaster on a styrofoam cup.
And it melts the cup.
Right.
Oh, you get a can
so
of PB
come in,
Blaster.
buy a can of PB Blaster.
We have the styrofoam cups out.
And get the styrofoam cubes.
We're going to spray it on the cube.
Or the cube.
The cubes.
And make holes in them.
Fun for the kids.
All right.
Or adults.
Yeah, that's right. So they have that here at Weller. So the store is open, and if you want to know about trailers, just give them a call. They're answering calls on the phone right now. That's where Brooks is. Brooks went out to get a phone call and deal with a customer. And so Jason is here. Jason,
yes.
Let's talk about trailers, okay? We did dump trailers in the first half hour. Now, how about enclosed trailers with ramp doors? I see you have several sizes and several prices, and you have a lot of them to pick from. So let's talk about those.
Well, first I'd also like to mention this ad is only a select few of the trailers we
Sure.
have. So like in the enclosed, especially the smaller ones, this is just one of the brands that we have. We also have the Lark and Diamond Cargo, which you've been talking about a little bit. So even if I don't know if the customers see the ad in the guide or whatever, we can't put everything that we have on our lot in one ad.
Sure.
So when you look at this, you kind of have to say, okay, well, this is just a small glimpse of what we have here on the lot.
Okay.
So that being said, like you can see the ramp door and the side door, 5x10, 6x10, and 6x12. Of course, 6x12 probably being the most popular size of a trailer, and he's got that on sale for $26.99, and then you get one of the free items.
Yeah, free items being the tool chest, the chainsaw, the weed eater, a generator, 1,250-watt generator. I want to talk here about the size of these enclosed trailers. You said 6x12 might be the most popular.
Correct.
If you go down in size, 5x10, for example, a 5x10 trailer of this type with the side door, stone guard, ramp rear door, it's $2,499.
Right.
You go up to 6x12, it's only $26.99. So again, and $106 a month. So again, if you're debating on size, always go a little bigger, I would say,
Correct.
right? That's what
Correct.
you guys have taught us.
Yes. I've never really sold a trailer to somebody who said, oh, man, that trailer's just too big for me. But unfortunately, you have those people that they buy a trailer that's smaller, and they think that's what they need, and then they get home and realize, oh, shoot, it's not going to fit.
Yeah.
So you definitely want to get something bigger than what you really need, because you'll find something to put in there.
Yeah, very affordable here.
I have a question on. I see on a lot of these you specify 3/8 plywood walls. Why are you saying 3/8? What do most of them come with?
Well, like if you look at some of these trailers, the carry-ons, they'll have Luan walls.
So it's a thinner wall.
It's a thinner plywood, and so therefore, the thicker the plywood, if you're wanting to mount something to the wall, you don't necessarily have to worry about hitting a wall post. If you just want to just go to the plywood itself.
Where the Luan,
where Luan, you wouldn't. Or if you're a contractor and you have employees don't tend to take care of stuff as much. So if they go in there and put something and they accidentally hit the wall,
you want a little heavy duty.
There's a chance they may put a hole in the wall if it's just Luan.
Pretty cool. So the expertise here at Weller's is really amazing. They know all the ins and outs of these trailers. So please come by. They're open. It's a beautiful morning. You can get here early. Route 13, Bridgeville, free coffee, free donuts, free juice this morning. And someone on the insider line is asking me, do you have to buy anything to get the free styrofoam cubes? You do not.
No.
No
Just
purchase.
show up.
Just show up. They want you to haul them out of here. Find a use for them. All right. Now, Jim Weller talked with one of his sponsors, a guy that my wife actually knows, and I know. My wife uses his services, and I've known him for a long time as well. And it's Jim Weller with Dr. T.
Hey everybody, it's me again, and I really appreciate the guys doing the show. It sounds fantastic, and I appreciate all the people listening and tuning in and watching it live at WellerDoesDelmarva.com. But listen, I want to talk about Dr. T. Dr. Trillia, Peninsula Chiropractic Center, located right on Route 13 in Seaford. He's been in business 25, 30 years and does a great job for his customers as well as the community. He's an owner-operator business, very friendly place to deal. I know when I call, they don't just say, oh, here's the only time we have. They try to accommodate what works for me as well as what works for them. So if you have a chiropractor and you just want to get a second opinion or you want to try somebody different, I highly recommend them. If you've never been to a chiropractor, I also recommend that. There's 3 different doctors there. There's Dr. Trillia, Dr. Mickey Budd, and Dr. Harold Adkins. All of them do a fantastic job, have a nice bedside manner, and they're just very pleasant to deal with. They offer also massages, and then they also have some other thing. It's a total wellness center. So anyway, if you have anything pertaining to your back, your neck, your spine, I have a granddaughter that actually chiropractic care helped with her hearing. So there's just a lot of things it can do for you. A lot of people that have sinus headaches or migraines, chiropractic care has also helped with that. So one call does it all. If you want to know if they take your insurance or what your insurance does or doesn't cover, if you want to talk about massage or chiropractic care or just total wellness, they are the go-to people. It's Peninsula Chiropractic Center, Route 13 in Seaford. Phone number 629-4344, 629-4344, and on the web it's PeninsulaChiroCenter.com, PeninsulaChiroCenter.com. Good people, doing a good job, and I really like them. So give them a call, 629-4344. What more can I say? All right, I'm going to flip it back over to whoever is there. I don't know exactly who's talking next, but tune in. It's going to be awesome. See ya. Bye.
It's us, Jim. It's Dan and Colin and Jason. So you flipped it right over to us, and we thank you very much. Now, if you already own a trailer, all right, you might need work done on it. So, Jason, you have a shop. You want to talk about the shop here at Weller's?
Yep, I always like to remind people because a lot of people think, oh, I don't use my trailer that much, so therefore I don't really need to service it or whatever. But the bearings, they still recommend to be repacked. It's either, 12,000 miles or 12 months, whichever comes first. So on average for most people, because a lot of people, their trailers end up being storage sheds or they don't use it all the time on a regular basis. So a lot of times once a year is at least what you need to do. And so a lot of people do forget that. So I always like to push that your wheel bearings do need to be repacked.
What happens if you don't repack your wheel bearings? What happens?
If you don't repack them, then what could happen is your bearings could actually burn up. Unfortunately, that outer bearing, if it burns up, that wheel can actually come off. And it's actually kind of an interesting sight because when it comes off, they usually pass you.
Yeah.
They'll end up going faster than what you're going.
Yeah, because they spin and spin away from you.
And that can be very dangerous.
Yeah,
well.
that's a bad day, usually, when that happens.
And then usually what will happen, too, is it will wear grooves into the spindle of your axle, which means now you've got to replace your axle. So the cost of just getting a simple repack can get very expensive if you wait too long.
All right, so that's once a year. You should get that done at least. That's if your trailer's just sitting around.
Correct.
Not even moving.
Correct. Right.
All right.
And so what we do is we actually take it apart. We clean all the old grease out of the bearings. We check at the bearings, make sure the bearings are still good. Then we repack them, put them all back together. And, of course, then we also look the trailer over, check your lights and the jack and all that kind of stuff, too. So that way when you go to use your trailer, you're not going to have any problems or issues with it.
Nice. Okay, they do that. And other service work, too. Colin, you know about service work.
Yeah, I do. And that is very important. I'm glad Jason brought that up. It's very important to have it's like on a car, having your wheel bearings packed on older cars. It's something that you should have done. Right. Very important.
Mm-hmm. What else? What other kind of typical service and things? What else do you do in the shop over there?
Well, the other thing that's typical for trailers is wiring. Seems like no matter what brand of trailer you have, the wiring is always an issue. Just nature of the beast, I guess. Where your ground wires are, get corroded and stuff like that. That's probably the biggest problem. Usually is ground issues. But like I said, we can check all that out, and if you were to just stop by and say, hey, can you just check out my lights? That's something that we just check for free too.
Okay, that's cool. So what happens? You plug it in, the wiring, the trailer part plugs into your truck part, and then the next thing you know, the light isn't working or something. Right?
The first thing we always check, we have a box that we hook up to the trailer, and it can check your turn signals, your brake lights, your running lights, your brakes on your trailer, the whole 9 yards.
So you take the truck out of the equation, so you can figure out whether it's the truck or the trailer that's the problem.
Well, me personally, I always like to check the truck first and work my way back. Since the power is coming from the truck and coming back to the back of the trailer, I always like to find out where it's losing power, if that's the case. But a lot of times we have to check the trailer first because the customer always has in their mind, oh, it's not my truck. It's not my truck.
Mm-hmm.
So rather than getting into a debate with them, we'll just check.
Nobody
the
wants to
debate
with the customer.
Yeah, so that way we can say, oh no, well your trailer's testing.
And a timer and
so your trailer's testing out fine. So let's go ahead and check the truck now.
Right. Nice. It's Weller's Utility Trailers, Route 13 in Bridgeville, a place for service. Now, I want to talk about another kind of trailer. We've talked about dump trailers. We've talked a little bit about enclosed trailers, just one type and one kind. But landscaper, what's different about that? Who uses them? Tell me about what you've got on sale, Jason.
Well, actually, if you look at the ad there, we have the Master Tow on sale.
This is an ad you'll see at Wellers.com. Click on the ads, and is that this one? I'm pointing at it.
It's on the top, second one over.
Okay, right there. Master Tow Landscaper. Tell me about it.
Well, the Master Tow is going to be pretty much your top-of-the-line trailer. I personally haven't seen anything that I like better than the Master Tow. Mm-hmm. And, of course, I've been here since, 98, and we've been selling them since then. And it's a beautiful trailer. Yeah. It's made out of box tube steel. Now, if you're not familiar with box tubing, that's basically square, and it's got four sides to it. And it's got double rail sides, which means your sides actually have two rails, not just one rail.
Got it.
But so the box tubing, most of them are angle iron.
Correct.
Which is just an L, so it's half of a square.
Correct.
So think of the structure and how strong.
Oh, so there's no angle iron in the box tube.
Right, how strong a full square is compared to an L.
Oh, all right.
And the reason I also like to say Master Tow is all box tubing is there's other brands out there that will have box tubing on them. Like your rail might be box tubing, but the rest of it is either going to be angle or channel. And channel is three sides. So it's like angle is two-sided, then channel's three-sided, and box tubing is four-sided.
All right. So how much are these landscapers? 5x8 landscapers, $1,649, $62 a month.
Correct. And that's also powder-coated, too. I mean, there's actually a lot more options. I could probably take up a whole hour with all the options that a Master Tow has on it compared to what the other brands would have.
Wow.
And that's just the biggest feature of it is the box tubing, and that's why I was sitting on that.
All right, very cool. So, that's Master Tow Landscapers on sale, and you're buying a trailer there that's over $1,000, so you're going to get a free gift with that too.
Correct.
Which could be a 1,250 watt generator, a 4-foot cellular PVC bench, Amish-made rocking horses, chainsaw, wheelbarrow, 20-foot aluminum telescoping flagpole, Stanley rolling toolbox with a tool set, mechanic set. So these are some of the things you can pick, some of the things. You'll see it at Wellers.com, the website. Click on ads.
It is on it. One other thing I just wanted to point out, too, is another reason why I always tell people to go bigger than what they really need is because it's not that much more to go to something bigger. I mean, like you pointed out, the 5x8 was $16.49.
Yeah.
Well, for $100 more, you get 2 more feet. So if you were to buy a trailer, that was too small for you, and now you had to turn around and buy the right one, it's going to cost you more than just buying the right one up front.
We're at Weller's Utility Trailers. Dan Gaffney and Colin Walls and Jason Troy are in for Jim Weller today. Call Weller's at 337-8228. But we are open right now. This is not a recorded show. It is Saturday morning. It's 10 till 8 in the morning. So I just want to let you know we're really here. See, I just did a time check so that you know this is not taped, right? 7:49. Good morning. And partly cloudy, but a beautiful morning here today to walk around and look at the trailers and the sheds and the gazebos and all the outdoor items here at Weller's on Route 13. Let's hear what Jim Weller has to say about Mid-South Audio.
Hi, everybody. It's Jim Weller, and I just want to say thanks a lot for tuning in the show. I've said it before, but I really do appreciate it, and I just want to let you know that I'll be back next week, and I believe the show has been good. I've enjoyed listening to it myself. Now, I want to mention another one of my sponsors. That is Kevin Short from Mid-South Audio down there in Georgetown. He does a great job. I was looking at his website, which is midsouthaaudio.com, and I was thinking there is a lot of events that you could use somebody that would come with the speakers and the stands and the wires and the microphones and the amps and the soundboard and even somebody to run it all. Boy, would that be a load off your mind. You could be having a family reunion and you just need to be able to play some music, or you need to be able to talk on a microphone and say a few things. You might be having some kind of an event like a boxing event or a wrestling event, or you might be putting on a ballet show, or you might be putting on some kind of an auction or something and need sound equipment, or you might be having a concert or bringing in a speaker or something like that. So there's many different ways and reasons you could use Mid-South Audio. So what they provide is they provide all the equipment. They rent it to you, they bring it to you, they'll set it up for you, and if need be, they will run it for you. Okay? A big event, a little event, it doesn't matter. It doesn't even have to only be in Delaware. If you're visiting Delaware and you're listening and you happen to live in New York or New Jersey or Pennsylvania, Virginia, Delaware, or Maryland, they will travel. All they need is the opportunity and the event, and they will bring the necessary equipment. If you don't even know what you need and you say, well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have 200 people, 500 people, 5,000 people, and I need speakers, and I need this, and I need the wires, and I need crowd control, and I'm going to need some spotlights, and I need a way to put the spotlights up. They handle the whole thing. And then on top of it, you forgot you needed a stage or a platform. So whatever you need, they can handle. It's midsouthaaudio.com. And on top of that, they have a full-service recording studio in Georgetown. If you want to record something, they can help you with that. So again, midsouthaaudio.com. Kevin Short is the owner. I highly recommend him. He's a great guy to deal with. They're professionals in what they do. And if you have a sound system now that needs some help or tweaking, or you want to add on to it, something replaced, something not working, they can help you with that too. Again, it's midsouthaaudio.com on the web. On the phone, it's 856-6993, 856-6993. One call does it all. Tell them what you got going on, and they'll tell you what you need to make it sound really good and professional. Thanks again for tuning me in, and I will see you when I see you. Bye.
Bye, Jim. See you when we see you. Coming up in a few minutes, Dan Gaffney here at Weller's Utility Trailers, along with Colin Walls. Good morning, Colin.
Good morning.
And good morning, Jason. How are you?
Great.
Ready to talk Weller's here today. They're open for business, going to be open till 1 o'clock today. And again, we've been talking about trailers and that brand Master Toe.
Yes.
If you would like to protect your Master Toes, they do sell socks as well. 18 pair of men's socks. $10. 18 pair. $10. $10.
Is that what you call your big toe, the master?
I call them all Master Toes, as a matter of fact. But looking around here, other things you wouldn't think of. Wireless backup camera system, green Army waterproof overalls, 6-foot wheelbarrow, gallon plastic gas cans, Works chainsaws, a set of 4 used tires sitting out here, 235 45 R20. Am I saying that right for tire sizes?
Oh, yeah.
R20.
It's favorite size, too.
Vehicle tire, $177 for 4 tires. Make them go away, please.
Right. How about the rain barrels? And They're not
Yeah.
rain barrels yet. They're plastic 55-gallon drums. Is that what they are, 55?
Correct.
Right. You can turn them into rain barrels. You have the kits to do it?
We have the kits.
2 for $35, $20 each.
Crazy.
Garden hose, Go Dusters, nozzles, Amish-made dog house and dog pen. I mean, I'm just looking at a few things. They have it all right here. Do you want to spotlight another trailer or something else, Jason?
Well, I just wanted to back up. You mentioned the backup camera a little bit.
Yeah.
The backup camera that we have it's kind of two things. One, it's magnetic, so you can put it like on the tailgate of your truck and point it down so you can see your ball, so you can back up to a trailer without having to have somebody else there to guide you back.
Makes hitching up to any style trailer a simple process. Oh, cool.
And then the other feature is it can then also be mounted on the back of your trailer because it's wireless. So you can put it on the back of your trailer. So you
just
now
put it
have
wherever
a
you
backup
want it.
camera on the back of your trailer as well.
Hmm.
Yeah, you can pretty much put it wherever you want. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you want to use it, to line up the ball.
Right.
Or when you're backing up a trailer.
Correct.
Perfect.
Yeah,
That
because if
is
you're
cool.
like Colin, I'm sure you're not all that good at backing up a trailer. So you don't want to hit
Actually,
anything.
I'm quite good at backing
Is
up
that
a
right?
trailer.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm the guy that's going to need the camera.
Okay.
Okay, I'm the guy that is going to like this because it's magnetic. I can move it, use the same camera,
Right.
and see whatever I want to see.
Yep.
All right.
And it's wireless, so you don't have to worry about trying to run a cord.
Running the wires back on the trailer, and you run over them and all that.
right.
Ridiculous.
It's $175. $175. Really, really cool too. I want to mention something else that he has on sale here that caught my eye because I know a lot of people do wood stoves and stuff, and you have a log splitter.
Yes, we do.
Can you talk about it? It's a demo model log splitter. Can you talk about that thing a little bit?
A little bit.
Yeah, just some of the features at least. Just tell us what it is.
It splits wood.
Thank you. Thanks. Good
That's
job.
a great feature in a wood splitter.
Good job.
But no, it does. It has
It's
all
hydraulic.
the hydraulic fluid with it, which is basically about $100 worth of fluid that's already in that log splitter. So.
Let me talk about free gifts, folks. You get a brand new Weller Does Delmarva coffee mug just for coming in to Weller's. And inside the mug, there's a Weller's flashlight, an LED flashlight, a pack of tissues, and some other goodies. So this is all free. These are not used. This is a nice gift that anyone gets when they come by Weller's Utility Trailers, Route 13 in Bridgeville. Come by for this free gift of the mug, the flashlight, LED flashlight, which is rather nice. Look at that. And the battery, and the tissues.
Right, and
all
not
in the
used
mug.
is a great feature in tissues.
Well, and when you go to use the mug, I do recommend taking everything out of it first.
Yeah, sure. Coffee, you can use the mug and have some coffee in it right now. It's free coffee as well when you come by. Weller's Utility Trailers, Bridgeville, Delaware, Route 13. You can make today the day you come out here. They're going to be open till 1, so plan your day. You can walk the grounds, look at the trailers, look at the sheds, see all the outdoor gazebos. You sell those, carports.
We've got it all.
Yeah, you do. All right, Colin, what do you think about everything they have here at Weller's Utility Trailers?
If you've never been out here and walked our lot, you will be amazed at how many trailers are out there and the variety. It's not, he didn't just go buy 600 of the same $600 trailer. He has got everything from the entry-level beginner all the way up to, what a professional landscaper would use.
That's right. And if you already are a trailer user in your business or whatever and you need another, please consider Weller's. There's a lot of things to think about, and you get a lot of service when you buy here, right? What about title work and all that stuff and, license plates and all that we got to think about?
If you're from Delaware, we offer, or I shouldn't say offer, we do the tag work for you.
It's part of the sale.
Yeah, it's part of the sale. So I mean, it's kind of like buying a car. A lot of people forget that. They think I'm going to come in, I'm just going to buy a trailer, give the money, and I'm going to go out the door. But no, there's anything with tires and wheels technically is considered a motor vehicle.
They'll handle it for you. Weller's, more coming up. Another hour of Weller Does Delmarva.
Local news first.
Hey folks, it's John Butler. Join me every weekday morning following the news at 6:30 for the Fishing Report right here on Delaware 105.9. What's being caught, where they're being caught, the bait shops and charters the fish are being brought in, all the great information to help you make your own fishing stories for you and your family. The Delaware 105.9 Morning Fishing Report right here on Delaware 105.9. Tight lines, everyone. Hey, folks, it's John Butler. Join me every weekday morning following the news at 6:30 for the Fishing Report right here on Delaware 105.9. What's being caught, where they're being caught, the bait shops and charters the fish are being brought in, all the great information to help you make your own fishing stories for you and your family. The Delaware 105.9 Morning Fishing Report right here on Delaware 105.9. Tight lines, everyone.
From the first town in the first state in the USA, we're WXDE, Lewis.
Delaware 105.9.
CBS News, I'm Dave Barrett. The Butte fire burns on in Northern California, only 5% contained southeast of Sacramento. The weather's been hot and dry. The terrain is steep. Brush and tinder are dry and plentiful. That could mean this wildfire may spread fast over the weekend. It's already burned more than 67,000 acres. KGPE-TV's Joe Moeller says in San Andreas, residents have been gathering up their things.
Sheriff said it's time for us to get our kids together and go.
The sheriff's department came out and said that we need to leave.
People grabbed and removed what they could.
I'd like to keep it.
Employees at the Pinehurst Fire Station and Park Ranger's office worked to remove brush and protect buildings before they were forced out.
We're getting out because everybody else has.
Pinehurst Lodge owner Cindy Warner says it's hard to get everything.
When the evacuation came down, we decided to come back up and take out the rest of the stuff.
San Andreas evacuation no longer mandatory, but the California towns of West Point and Railroad Flat still have mandatory evacuation orders. 2,400 firefighters on the lines working this fire. Overseas, the migrant issue is on the front burner in Europe. Here's reporter Larry Miller.
Pope Francis's call for European Catholics to open their hearts and parishes to Middle Eastern and African migrants has been rejected by many Poles. One prominent Catholic politician says Muslim migrants threaten Poland's security and economy. Poland is one of 4 countries firmly rejecting refugee quotas. Hungary's prime minister says his country is closing its border and will imprison illegal migrants. Germany, which has welcomed many thousands of migrants, now says it's reaching its limit. Larry Miller, CBS News, London.
That crane collapse at a huge mosque in Mecca, Saudi Arabia, killed at least 117 people. The Islamic Heritage Foundation's Dr. Irfan Al-Alawi says construction's been ongoing and safety has been a concern all along.
If they're going to be constructing a hotel which would accommodate about 10,000 rooms and they are only equipped for about 4 or 5 fire engines, dread to think if there was a towering inferno, what would happen?
While people ate breakfast at a restaurant in central India, a gas cylinder exploded, killing 82, injuring more than 230 other people. In Egypt, with a corruption probe ongoing, the prime minister and cabinet have now been forced out. Back home, CBS News medical correspondent John LaPook says there's some new research, and the old numbers for healthy blood pressure, well, they may not be low enough.
Target blood pressure is either under 140 or under 130. This large study suggests that may be wrong. It looked at people 50 and over with high blood pressure. They divided the group in half, and using medicine kept the blood pressure either under 140 or under 120. The under 120 group had a 25% lower risk of death.
And heart attack and stroke risks were also down. This is CBS News.
Hey, it's Flo, and this is my impression of an eternal optimist at the bottom of a well. Hello? Wow, cool echo. This could totally be worse. I could be stuck in a mine shaft or a really boring conversation. Of course, it'd be nice to be somewhere else, like on a boat or an RV or on a motorcycle insured by Progressive, but this is fine, too. Guess I'm just a well half-full kind of girl. Ooh, I hope an intrepid dog saves me. I love dogs.
Multi-policy discounts for boats, RVs, and motorcycles. No positive spin required.
This is a public warning of the breakfast blahs. And this is my serious voice because the blahs are serious. Seriously boring and routine breakfasts that turn people into zombies. The cure? Hostess breakfast. Like tasty powdered donuts, fruity blueberry muffins, and rich, flaky danishes. Seriously sweet, seriously delicious. Get them at a nearby store or the blahs could get you. I'm serious. The sweetest cure for the breakfast blahs. Hostess breakfast. Up and eat 'em.
This guy had it going as a kid.
He gave Shirley Temple her first on-screen kiss. Actor Dickie Moore, who appeared in the Our Gang comedies in the 1930s, has died. This is the Our Gang theme. Moore was 89 years old. He later appeared in dozens of films. He also wrote a 1984 book about the child star business titled Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, but Don't Have Sex or Take the Car. Sam Litzinger, CBS News.
It's a busy morning in the Adirondack Mountains of New York State. 900 reenactors are about to go at it, restaging Brown's raid on Fort Ticonderoga. 238 years ago, this happened for real. Americans freed 118 U.S. soldiers being held prisoner by the British. This two-day raid redo will be the biggest Revolutionary War reenactment this year. Dave Barrett, CBS News.
Call Quicken Loans now at 800-QUICKEN to see if you qualify for the government's Home Affordable Refinance Program, or HARP. And for 5 years in a row now, J.D. Power has ranked Quicken Loans highest in the nation in customer satisfaction. And for the second year in a row, they've also ranked us highest in mortgage servicing. Call 800-QUICKEN or visit QuickenLoans.com.
Visit jdpower.com for award information. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. License 1256. NMLS ConsumerAccess.org. Number 3030.
The eyes you're born with are the ones you keep. They don't even grow much. Think about this. Many children need eyeglasses or contacts and don't even know it because the screening they get at school isn't always enough. Eye problems can affect learning and behavior throughout your child's life. But a comprehensive eye exam can change all that. Shouldn't your child see an eye doctor yearly? Find one near you at thinkaboutyouryeyes.com. Your child's vision is nothing to play with. Brought to you by the American Optometric Association.
The following program is a paid commercial presentation. The comments, views, and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect the views of the staff, management, or advertisers of Delaware 1059.
Well, good morning. Dan Gaffney in for Jim Weller today. How about that? At Weller Does Delmarva. I am sitting inside Jason's office. He's the manager here, and I'm sitting inside his office in Bridgeville at Weller's. And we're here live. The store is open. Coffee and donuts. That's all free. Free coffee, free donuts, free waters, free juice. And the store is open. If you're up early and you want to see this very unusual store, Weller's Utility Trailers, where it's utility trailers, it's sheds, it's gazebos, it's carports, and so much more, come on by. You can also go to the website and see the ads of some of the things we're featuring here this morning. For example, we've talked about Master Toad landscape trailers, Brymar dump trailers, which I was very impressed with, the enclosed trailers. Click on ads when you go to Wellers.com. As a matter of fact, there's something else at Wellers.com you need to see. It's a video of Jim there that you need to watch, learn about him and his life, and meet the staff, all at Wellers.com. Speaking of staff, we're here with Brooks Ritter, and we also have Colin Walls here. He's not a staffer, but he's co-hosting today. Going well so far, Colin? We're having fun in Jim's absence.
Yeah, I think so. I'm having fun anyway.
Yes, good to be here. Now, Brooks, we're talking about items for sale at Wellers and some of the sales this week, okay? You want to spotlight a few things for us?
Well, one thing I wanted to talk about real quickly, since you mentioned the website and the ads on the website, definitely keep an eye on that, even if you want to, favorite our website, because that ad section, that's the first spot you're going to be able to see these ads. Sometimes they're actually on the website a week or two before they actually are printed and posted, so you can actually get a jump start on something that may be on sale 2-3 weeks in advance. So definitely keep an eye on our website. Keep an eye on that ads tab because that's where they're going to show up.
All right. And, man, you guys with the generators, I used to jokingly call him Generator Jim Weller. Generator Jim, you have them in all sizes and an incredible liquidation going on with generators. Winter storms are coming. We're in hurricane season. It's always good just to be like a prepared person and have a generator. Tell me about the prices and what you have.
Well, we have quite a few selection available. We have a couple different brands that we sell. Champion is one brand that we sell. Powerhouse and also Briggs & Stratton are a few of the things that we do sell. We have them as small as 1,250 watts and as big as 9,375 watts. Now, what I hear for this winter, I heard the word Snowmageddon. So I don't know exactly what that means, but I think I would be prepared.
Frozen lines, the power lines going down.
Absolutely.
Nothing to run your electric heat, all that, right?
Absolutely. And I mean, if you look at this ad here and all these prices on these generators, I mean, you can get a 9375 watt electric start generator, which should be just about big enough.
How many watts again?
9375.
Okay.
So it may not be big enough to power everything in your house, but most things in your house. Everything that you need to continue living when the power is out for $747. So
Wow, that is a good deal.
Absolutely. So, and then if you wanted to go with a Briggs and Stratton, if you're like, I want something that a brand that I know, a brand that I can trust, Briggs and Stratton. Everybody knows Briggs and Stratton. An 8,750 watt generator is only $875.
At Briggs and Stratton, $875 for the Briggs and Stratton 8750. What do you think of these generator prices?
Well, here's what I'm thinking. If you're a dealer, are dealers welcome to come in and buy, because these are below dealer costs, right?
Yes, they are. And
absolutely. Is nuts,
Come
man.
on in. You can buy one, you can buy 5, you can buy a whole truckload if you want to.
But you're going to give that same price to just any old Joe that walks in off the street. They're going to get the below dealer price.
That's correct.
Wow.
Huh. They're brand new in the box. Big discounts, as you just. No sales tax, too. We're in Delaware. If you're a visitor, we're at Weller's Utility Trailers, Route 13. Remember, no sales tax, and this is below dealer cost liquidation of generators.
And the time to buy a generator is before you need it. You really don't want to be, a snowstorm come in, the power's out. Oh my goodness, I got stuff, in the freezer that I want to keep frozen, or I need that heater. It's really cold. I mean, that was one thing a few years ago that I noticed. The power is out for 3 or 4 days, and my house, I could just look at it, and the thermostat still works, but you couldn't actually turn the heater on, and you can see it, went from 70 degrees to 65 to 60. It got down to 40-some degrees in my
Brooks,
house.
You need a generator.
I do.
Now
I need to take
buy.
advantage of this sale.
Can I ask you about another kind and just some of the verbiage?
Sure.
Powerhouse generators, 3,100 watt inverter with electric start. What does that mean, the inverter?
What that means is with generators, when they generate the power, you can have spikes in the power. So what the inverter does, it controls the waves, the electricity waves, so you don't have to worry about spikes. What that means is it's good for electronics. Some of these new TVs, these 4K TVs that are coming out with the chips and stuff in them. If you have a spike, you could actually fry that chip and ruin your TV. So if you want to, power some of these more sensitive computer equipment, you're going to want one with an inverter in it.
And the electric start means it's not a pull start.
That's correct.
It's not like it's an electric start.
It'll
right?
have a pull start backup if for some reason the battery were to be dead. But it's got a battery in it. It's got a spot for a
That's
key.
important.
Absolutely.
Key. Oh, it's like a key start.
That's correct.
Okay.
Well, and in some of the champion ones, there's a 4,000 watt electric start, and then the 9375 is electric start. It actually has a key fob. Just like you would unlock your doors in your vehicle, you just hit a button and it starts up.
4,000 watt electric generator by Champion with a remote start, $400. $400. That's it.
And it's got a wheel kit and a handle, so you can move it around nice and easy.
Right, you roll it around. It's not like you're going to strain yourself.
That's correct.
These are great prices, below dealer prices, full manufacturer warranty, right here at Weller's. Jim is away, but we, through, like I said, the magic of radio, still get to hear from him.
Hey everybody, it's Jim Weller again. I hope the show is going good, and I appreciate you tuning in. I just wanted to mention another one of my sponsors, L&W Insurance Agency. I've been dealing with them for a long time. I buy my car insurance there, health insurance, life insurance, homeowners insurance, all my commercial coverage. I'm very happy with them. So if you're out there and you're listening and you want to talk to an insurance agency that is local, they've been serving Delaware for over 60 years. They represent many different brands of insurance. So if you want a quote on something, you can get more than one quote at one location. They represent you, the policyholder, not the insurance company, and that's very important nowadays. I've always been very happy with my service, whether I'm buying insurance, had a claim, needed help with something, needed any kind of guidance or whatever. They've been real good to deal with. I've dealt with them 25 plus years. So do my kids and a lot of my friends. So it's L&W Insurance Agency. Their phone number is 856-7828, 856-7828. I like it when you call during normal business hours. You get a live human being that answers the phone and will direct you in the right direction. So if you want to get a second opinion on what you got, or get a second quote or something like that and compare things, or just starting with insurance right from scratch, great people to deal with, okay? lwinsurance.com on the web, lwinsurance.com on the web, 856-7828. Good people, tell them I sent you, L&W Insurance Agency. Other than that, thank you again for tuning in. Weller does Delmarva, and the guys will take it from here. See ya. Bye.
Yeah, we will take it, and it's great to be here. People asking about the generators we just talked about. If you have any questions, the folks at Weller's are open until 1 o'clock today and taking calls as well. Brooks, how do we reach you on the telephone if people want to ask about these generators or the trailers or anything else we've talked about?
It's going to be 337-8228.
All right, 337-8228. I'm with Colin Walls today, and Walls Service Center is Colin's business. Great to have you here, Colin.
Hey, thanks.
Let's talk about Walls Service Center. People are still getting their air conditioning fixed, you said.
Right, yeah, we are still doing air conditioning work. We don't stop at the end of August. It's still hot into September and even into October. You know, there's times where you use it into October. So get it fixed now. The AC work has actually slowed down for us, so now is a good time to get it in. We've got lots of available time.
And now that you've gone all summer without it.
Right, yeah.
Still warm. But hey, get it fixed. So right?
Exactly, get it fixed. We can do anything from just a simple recharge and fixing a minor leak on up to replacing any major component in the system. We're experts at it. We've done it for many years. We know how the AC system works. We know what needs to be done to fix it. Walls Service Center, 422-8110. You can stop in. We're open today. We're actually open now, 8 till noon. Stop in and see Josh. Tell him you heard us on the radio and you just wanted to say hi. Go over there to the Riverwalk Festival and just stop in till noon.
Right on. And any kind of service you need, Walls Service Center can handle it for you. Major and minor repair and regular maintenance, Walls Service Center, next to the Bicentennial Park, across from Abbott's Grill.
Right.
And
wallservicecenter.com on the web.
There you go.
Make an appointment right there.
Okay, wallservicecenter.com. Brooks, can I take the microphone and walk through the showroom?
Absolutely.
Would that be all right?
Sure.
I'm going to do that. Here, hand me that. I'm going to take a wireless mic and walk through here just to give you an idea of the things that are sitting on the shelf. Is that all right?
Yeah,
guys?
that's good. That's good.
I'll
monitor.
Here we Am I on? Check. I'm on.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, here we go. I have a wireless mic, and I'm at Weller's Utility Trailers, so I'm walking out of the office. So first thing I see is this Sun Dolphin kayak, $177. $177, brand new, free paddle included. There are these drums. Look at this. These are 55-gallon drums. $20, 2 for $35. They have a lid. Here are big plastic barrels, $17.50, 2 for $30. Okay. Here are some weed eaters, line trimmers. All right, look at these things. Core CGT 400, $287. It's a lightweight, reliable. It will run as long as a tank of gas.
These are actually one of the ones you'll get free with the over $1,000 trailer purchase. That's almost a $300 value. These things are awesome. I have one.
$287. Thank you, Colin. Here are some generators. Here are some Works products. Okay, Works blowers, Works chainsaws, Works line trimmers, the whole line of Works. These are the battery-powered things. Hey, look at that. Look at who's here, Rob and Lewis. And here are a bunch of extension cords of all types. Heavy duty extension cords, fuel stabilizers, some gas cans. There's PB Blaster, that's spray stuff. Here's a wood chipper. 6 horsepower wood chipper. Okay, you want that? It's a used item, looks like. Or is it new? Is it slightly used? All right, come on over here. Here, a 5-piece deluxe multi-purpose shear set. Here's some ice scrapers. Here are gloves. Here are hats.
These are Don't Tread on Me hats.
Don't Tread on Me hat. Propane tank heater.
Yeah, these are the double head heater heads. A lot of people call them ET. They look like ET sitting up top there.
18-piece barbecue set. Here's beach umbrella, jump ropes, wooden hangers, $1 each, 10 for $7.50. Wooden hangers. Here are spotlights, lamps. What is that? Lights of all types. This is a flashlight section here, the flashlight department. We're next to a bunch of other kayaks. You know, we talk about the $177 entry kayak, but they have a whole beautiful selection of high-quality kayaks for your sporting needs this fall. 2-person kayaks, 1-person kayaks, option-filled. If you are into kayaking already, you want to look at some nice kayaks. They have great prices.
Yeah, here's a little luggage compartment or a storage compartment. You can put things to keep them dry.
Oh, really? Yeah, look at that. Inside the kayak. Oh, cool. That's neat. And it's waterproof, right? Okay, this is a 10-foot kayak. Capacity 275 pounds. It only weighs 49 pounds. And that is really neat. All right, so they have a beautiful kayak display here. We're still on, right? Rubber boots, 3-in-1 rocking horse and desk made by the Amish. Here is a log that someone carved a jewelry box out of. It's an Amish-made thing, right, Jason?
Yes, it's a trinket log.
Trinket log. They're really high quality. I made it sound a lot less than it is, but they're really nice.
Now, you mentioned these boots, didn't you? Did you?
Lacrosse boots.
You did mention they were Lacrosse. Okay, yeah, because Lacrosse is a very high-quality brand.
Sizes, okay, 1750. Sizes 6, 7, 8, 9, 13, 14, 15, and size 16. All my listeners out there that need size 16 boots. All right, hip boots. You got to get the life jacket to go with the kayaks. Here, electric radiant heaters and the Val 6 radiant heater. Here's the flag and flagpole department. And we have decorative garden flags here and Weller's T-shirts. I'm just looking at a few of the items.
Air fresheners, Dan. Air
fresheners. We're walking around the showroom.
Tomcat rat trap. These are very, very
important. Look at that, 75 cents.
Ridiculous price.
Look at that. Hey, how about those warning signs you see when you go to Walmart after they mop the bathroom? Those yellow ones that say warning, don't slip.
They buy them from Weller's?
Must, because he's got a whole bunch of them brand new. Wrench sets, hanging wrench set, ratchet set, tool kits, nail pullers, hacksaws, bow saws, cargo nets, crescent wrenches. What else we got here? Measuring kits, staple guns, multi-tools. What is this?
High-tech paintbrush set. All the way from 1 inch up to 4 inch.
Laser spirit level, tape measure set, hacksaw blades. Oh, look, sawzall blades. I actually need those. I need those.
Duct tape, electrical tape, strapping tape.
Yeah. Okay. Here's a whole wheelbarrow full of stuff. Okay. T-shirts, trailer items, and accessories. And what do we have over here? We have looks like a tire cover, floor jacks, chains, hitches, ratchet straps of all types. You know those aluminum things that go on the front of your or the back of your car to hold your fishing poles? They have those. Jason, those are kind of cool, right?
Yes, and there's different ones. There's ones that go into your hitch or ones that mount onto your bumper, and of course they can hold anywhere from like 4 to 6 fishing poles. One even has a little rack that you can put a cooler on it as well.
You know, one of the things that we really should talk about is the fact that you do have all of the balls and the hitches and the receiver hitches and all that stuff for trailers. And I want to ask you guys about this. These are, what's all this area here? This is like somewhere that you would have to tell me about what this area is.
Yeah, this is basically your parts section as far as when I was talking about earlier doing repacks and wheel bearings and stuff. So you got your wheel bearings, grease seals, grease caps, pretty much all your trailer parts.
There's an air compressor. I'm just looking around. So I didn't even mention everything. I'm just telling you some of the things that I saw here. Colin, what'd you find?
I found a brand new 7-inch, 8-gigabyte touchscreen Android tablet, $57.50 each, or 2 for $100. Look at this thing. Extreme Play, Google.
Brand new tablet, $57.50, 2 for $100.
Crazy, crazy deal.
I know. Look at that. Yeah, and here, here's the Amish gag gift. Here, open that, sir.
It would be an honor, indeed a great pleasure.
Open that.
Should I pull it this way or pull it toward me? This way? Oh, yeah. It's Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
It's a spider.
Does whatever a spider can.
Thank you. Help me.
Size, does it? Just like flies. Look out. Here comes the Spider-Man. Now,
all right.
Here comes the Spider-Man. Now, here comes the Spider-Man.
Customers are here singing to us, and we have more. I'm back in the office now, and we have more for you here at Weller's.
It's me again, just saying thank you very much for tuning in. Weller Does Delmarva. It's been a great show. I'm listening to it, and I really miss being there with everybody, and I'll be back next Saturday, I promise. But in the meantime, let's talk about no-nonsense office machines. I talk about them every week. It's Rick Fowler. They're just right there in Georgetown on Route 9, just 2 miles east of the Circle, right next to Sports at the Beach Complex. Been in business for a long time. I've been dealing with him, I don't know exactly, 25, 27 years. He's been our copier guy, and he does a fantastic job. He sells us copiers, and then he services them, and he takes care of the toner and the cartridges and all the maintenance and everything. I don't even have to worry about a thing. He even seems to know when we need stuff, so it's kind of magic. I think it's through the internet that he can tell. But he's got us all networked up and everything. And so if you have a business or a home office, then you need a copier. They've got new ones and used ones. They also sell laptops and tablets. They sell printers and fax machines. They sell computers too. So if you need any type of electronic office equipment, I highly recommend you give them a call. If they sell you something used, they service it, they check it over, they make sure it's in good order. If you have a computer or a tablet or a laptop that needs something done to it, they can help you with that. They're honest, they're friendly, they're more than fair on their pricing, and they're locally owned and operated and have been in business for many years. So who is it? It's No Nonsense. That's exactly what they are. No Nonsense. Office Machines. 856-7381. 856-7381. And every week I forget to call Rick and ask him, but one time he said, mention I'm buying used laptops. And I think that he's saying, hey, if you have a laptop and you've bought a new one and you want to sell your old one, he'll buy it. Or if you just have one you no longer need, he'll buy it. I hope he still is. I hope somebody didn't roll in there and sell him like 500 of them all at one time. So anyway, No Nonsense Office Machines is looking to buy laptops, I think. But either way, they're looking for your business. And it's 856-7381. 856-7381. All right, enjoy the rest of the show. I'll see you later. Bye.
You know what else they sell here live at Weller's? Concession trailer. That is, you want to start selling hot dogs and pretzels or something at some festival, or you've got some need for a concession trailer. Jason, tell me about these.
Well, you can set them up however you want to set them up.
Okay.
I would say we have a couple on the lot. We kind of keep them plain when they're on the lot because they're never going to be exactly what somebody wants. So we more or less just have them to just kind of show people a little bit of an idea of what you can do with it. Brooks is actually my, we'll call him the guru guy for the concession trailer because he's sold, I don't want to say a ton of them because that technically could be on one trailer.
Right, but he's sold many, right?
He has sold a lot of them. But you can get them set up. I've had them where the concession doors were all down one side. I've had them where they were down one side, the back, and the other side, and then you kind of worked out of the front of it.
You know, I mentioned food, but it's really just concession of anything.
At all.
You know,
T-shirts. I mean, it could
be sunglasses, whatever you sell.
Colin was going to start a shop, a mobile shop, to where he could actually take it out to a person's house and open it up and sell right out the side of it there.
Yeah, how about that? Anything that you sell.
And, of course, then he could even pull the car into the back of it because it would have a ramp door. Yeah, right. I tell you, that's a great idea. You should get one.
Yeah, right. Pull one in. You do have a car trailers, car haulers,
yes,
and car trailers, and you have a lot of deals on those as well. But the concession trailers are pretty cool.
Yes,
a lot of people are traveling with their wares and goods, right?
Yep. The concession seems to be I don't want to say new and upcoming thing, but I feel like more and more people are kind of getting into that.
All right. Am I going to see that on the flyer, the sales flyer, or do I just
That is on one of the flyers. It's What's Hot at Weller's flyer.
Okay, very good. You can see all these.
So if you're on Wellers.com, it's on there, and you just look for that one. It says What's Hot at Wellers.
All right. Click that one if you want to take a look at that particular trailer. Very nice. All right. I'm looking at it now. I want to see what's hot, everybody. Somebody asked there it is, 8x20. 8x20.
Right.
Ramp and side door beaver tail. What's that mean?
The last 4 feet slopes, because if you're wanting to put a car into a trailer, if you don't have that beaver tail, it makes your ramp door steeper. And so if you have a low car, you're more likely to bottom out.
6-inch extra height, so you can stand up in there.
Correct. Yeah, your standard height on a trailer that's like usually is about 6.5 foot. So that 6-inch X-ray would actually give you about 7 foot inside.
Stone Guard roof vent.
Yes, they
Important.
get hot. Yeah.
All right, and 2 concession doors. Start your vending business today. The first $5,750 takes it.
You got it.
That's pretty cool. $5,750.
Absolutely.
All right, and that's what's hot at Weller's. That is a good deal. And, you know, people that shop around for this stuff, they recognize these prices right away. They should recognize them right
Correct.
away.
Yes, they do.
All right, Colin, lots of stuff here. Hope we let people know a little bit about what they have in the showroom that probably never gets mentioned too much, right?
Right, yeah. The Holdy pole is one of the most famous things. Jim bought the entire stock of these, so he owns every brand new Holdy pole that is left. $5 each, 3 for $10. They hang from inside your garage from your ceiling joists there. Screw them right in.
And they hold fishing poles. We'll be back in a minute. Route 13 in Bridgeville. Colin Walls with Dan Gaffney and Jason Troyer here. We are live for Jim Weller at Weller Does Delmarva. WellerDoesDelmarva.com. Video of this program going on right now.
It's easy for me to recommend Integrity Windows and Doors to my customers because they're made from the toughest material out there. Ultrex fiberglass. Durable and strong. It survives the toughest tests in the industry. And Ultrex provides a superior finish, resisting fading, chalking, and cracking, making every product energy efficient. Integrity Windows and Doors come from the Marvin family of brands, so they're more than just strong. They're beautiful, too. Your customers can choose from various styles, shapes, and colors. When tough is a must, go with Integrity Windows and Doors, built to perform.
From new construction to remodeling and replacement projects, American Cedar and Millwork is the local resource you can count on for your next project. The team of window and door experts at American Cedar and Millwork has the expertise you need to ensure your job is a successful one. Call 302-645-9580 and schedule an appointment today. Visit American Cedar and Millwork in Lewis, Delaware, 302-645-9580.
CBS News Update. Just 5% containment of the Butte wildfire not far from Sacramento, California. The mandatory evacuation order for San Andreas residents is no longer in effect. KOVR TV's Nick Janes caught up with one of them who was
pretty worried because the fire moves fast.
When it's all said and done, you think you'll have a house?
I hope so, because we didn't get the weeds all in the back.
Smoke hovering over her home was a signal for Janet Ballou and her family. Time to pack up and get to go.
High temperatures and low humidity have combined to make this a tough fire to fight. It's burned up more than 67,000 acres in just a few days. CAL FIRE's Joshua Rubenstein says for many on the lines, this is a continuation of a very long fire season.
A lot of the crews that are working this fire have been on the other fires that have occurred both in northern and southern California. Some of the same faces that we saw on those fires are on these fires. So these gentlemen and ladies are working 14, 21 days at a time without any type of relief.
CBS News Update, I'm Dave Barrett.
The Delaware Solid Waste Authority will hold an electronic goods, household hazardous waste collection, and paper shredding event this Saturday from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Nylon Capital Shopping Center in Seaford. DSWA wants you to drop off your old electronic equipment and household hazardous waste items. Electronic equipment such as old computers, VCRs, printers, CD players, televisions, microwaves, phones, and household hazardous waste items such as bleach, nail polish, spot removers, oven cleaners, pesticides, oil-based paints, fluorescent bulbs, antifreeze, and smoke detectors will be accepted. All Delaware residents can safely and properly dispose of their items free of charge. Residents can also bring up to 2 file boxes of personal confidential papers for shredding free of charge. Papers with staples or paper clips will be accepted. This event is restricted to Delaware residents only. No commercial services, please. Again, the DSWA will accept these items at the Nylon Capital Shopping Center in Seaford this Saturday from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. For more information, visit DSWA.com.
Be sure to play the ultimate football pool at our website, Delaware1059.com. Presented by Nicola Pizza on the Avenue, Upper Deck Sports Bar. Each week, our top scorer will win a $30 gift certificate courtesy of Nicola Pizza on the Avenue, Upper Deck Sports Bar. Offering 2 stories of great dining with an excellent view of downtown Rehoboth. Enjoy great food and drink specials during all pro and college football games. And bet, watch, and win with the Delaware Sports Lottery now at Nicola Pizza on the Avenue, Upper Deck Sports Bar. And be sure to play the ultimate football pool every week at Delaware1059.com.
Now's the time to save up to $300 on the top-rated mattress for 2015. Hi, my name is Chris Adams, and I'm the owner of Mattress Peddlers, your local family-owned Serta mattress store. Until September 14th, we're offering free box springs on the Serta iSeries and iComfort memory foam mattresses. Save $300 on king sets and $225 on queen sets. As always, our prices include frame, delivery, setup, and takeaway of your old bed for no additional charge. Visit our website, mattresspeddlers.com, or stop in today on Route 24 in Pellers Village and sleep on a better bed tonight.
LaBred Health Center is a patient-centered medical home where a dedicated team of healthcare professionals take responsibility for the comprehensive quality health care provided to patients and arrange for appropriate care with other qualified providers as needed. Highly accessible and affordable, LaBred Health Center offers pediatric and primary care, adult and senior services, behavioral health services, women's health services, including routine gynecological, obstetrical care, and postpartum services, and oral health care. LaBred Health Center accepts most insurance plans, including Medicare and Medicaid, works with people who currently do not have health insurance, and is accepting new patients of all ages. Although LaRed Health Center is not a free clinic, income documentation may qualify uninsured patients for LaRed Health Center's sliding fee scale. Whether you've lived in Sussex County your whole life, recently moved here, or are just visiting the area, LaRed Health Center with convenient locations in Georgetown, Milford, and Seaford can help meet your medical needs and become a network of quality care centered around you and your family. Call today to make an appointment at 302-855-1233 or online at laredhealthcenter.org.
It's back to work and school driving time again. Now at your locally owned and operated Ocean Area Tire Goodyear service facility, open 7 days a week in Ocean Pines, Ocean View, and Route 24 next to Harris Teeter Millsboro. Get up to $120 mail-in rebate on the purchase of 4 select Goodyear or Dunlop tires on your Goodyear credit card. See dealer for details. Want a great all-season tire? Check out the new Kelly Edge AS tire, a great choice when it comes to all-season traction for everyday driving. Or check out the Goodyear Assurance line of passenger tires. The Assurance all season is great for everyday driving and are backed by a 65,000-mile tread life limited warranty. Now through September 30th, you can get a mail-in rebate up to $80 with the purchase of a set of 4 Assurance all-season tires on your Goodyear credit card. See dealer for details. Make arrangements today for a free end-of-summer inspection at Ocean Area Tire Goodyear Service Centers in Ocean Pines, Ocean View, and Route 24 next to Harris Teeter Millsboro, all offering courtesy shuttle, child play area, and towing availability. They're located where you need them to be.
The following program is a paid commercial presentation. The comments, views, and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect the views of the staff, management, or advertisers of Delaware 1059.
Dan Gaffney in for Jim Weller today. I am actually live at Weller's Utility Trailers inside the showroom, actually in Jason's office here, looking over the showroom with Colin Walls. Colin, good morning to you.
Good morning, Dan.
And we've displaced Jason. Jason, I'm sitting at his desk. He's over there at another desk. Hello, Jason.
I get to take over Brandon's desk.
Yeah, nice to have you here. I want to ask you about something they have here at Weller's, Tow Dolly. We've been talking about trailers and sheds and dump trailers and all the other things they sell here, kayaks and more. It's fun. There's so much to talk about. You're never at a loss to ask questions. Tow dollies. That's the two-wheel deal. You tow a car with these, right?
Correct. Yeah, you can put a car on there.
Okay, tell me about them. You have them right here, $947.
Yep, there's actually more or less 2 different sizes. There's a 77-inch wide, and then there's an 80-inch wide. There's only about a $50 difference between the two. So, again, I always recommend going for the wider one because even though you only have one car that you might be hauling on it, like a lot of people use these for camping. Like
right.
They're going to have it behind their RV.
You tow your tow car.
Right.
This will pull your car behind your camper.
Correct.
With ease.
Right. And so a lot of people will say, well, I only have a small Miata. Okay. And so therefore I don't need the big one for that. I said, well, a lot of times, though, people will use these then, like if let's say their friend's car breaks down or their other car breaks down, they could use it to tow that to the shop or to Collins there.
Yeah.
And so therefore having a wider one's not a bad idea. And again, it's only $50 difference. And also the wider one is built a little bit heavier duty too. The pan has a piece of box tubing that goes across the front of it that reinforces that pan, so when it swivels, it's less likely to twist on you.
I know a lot of RVers have debated amongst themselves, do we tow a car or not tow a car if we're traveling around and adventuring. But I think you'll find that you're going to get a lot more use and more exciting camping if you tow a car. You know, if you're
Right.
if you're of the mind to maybe do it because you can park your RV, unload everything, and then go exploring places you can't take the RV.
Correct.
A lot of people pull their Jeep behind the RV or whatever, but the tow dolly does it. And speaking of hauling things, I want to just segue into this then. Equipment haulers.
Yes.
What is this? Like I've got some sort of, skid steer loader or something I got to haul around. This hauls the equipment.
Correct. Yeah.
Different types for this.
Yeah, your equipment haulers they're going to look very similar to a car hauler, but they're going to have a heavier framing underneath of them, heavier axles, and a little bigger tire. But they would also have a flip-up ramp instead of just those little slide-out ramps, because a car hauler usually they're slide-out ramps, so they're not sticking up in the air. But your flip-down ramps are heavier duty, and they have a little leg on the bottom of them or the back of them. So when you lay that down, you go to drive your heavy equipment on, it doesn't pick the back end of your truck up into the air.
Right. So there's people out there with equipment that need this and want that, and you've got them with lots of different features. I'm looking on here. Maybe talk about some of the features they come with and the different weight ratings.
Yeah, the equipment haulers can actually come in a lot of different ways. There's what they call a deck over style, where the deck is actually over top of the wheels, so that way you can get more width. So depending on how wide your equipment is, or if you wanted to load with a forklift or something like that, by having a deck over, you could load from the side with a forklift. But you can get the deck over or the low profile. You can get like a toolbox on the tongue, or just like a wire mesh basket, so you can put your extra chains and straps and stuff like that inside of that. And then of course there's different weight ratings you can get. You can get 7,000 pound equipment hauler, or 10,000 pound, or even a 12,000 pound. So there's a lot of different options and stuff that you can get there as well.
We are live at Weller's Utility Trailers for Weller Does Delmarva. Make sure you watch online. You can go to wellerdoesdelmarva.com, and there's video. You see the back of Colin's head right now, and I'm sitting at Jason's desk. It's exciting. It's exciting video. Hello. Weller Does Delmarva. We're on Route 13 in Bridgeville, Delaware. Weller's open for business right now.
It's me again, and this time I want to talk about my friend George Luff. He's not only my friend, he's my accountant. Been dealing with him a long time. And he does all of our accounting work for Weller's Utility Trailers and my property business called JKJ Properties, as well as Denise and I's personal stuff. So he's our accountant, okay? Then he also does the payroll for Weller's Utility Trailers, and we are very happy with that. That is just a new service. We've been dealing with him probably now for about 2 years on that, and it really makes things nice if we have to go on vacation. I always say it, but believe it or not, there's nothing worse than being a small business owner and you got to go on vacation, but you still got to do payroll while you're on vacation because everybody that works for you still wants to get paid. Well, and there's all these new rules and regulations, and you never know when some new law is going to come out that you're not totally up to date on, and then you make the simplest mistake and it takes hours of your time to make it right. Well, Luff and Associates can handle all your accounting needs, and they also can handle all your payroll needs. And let's just say you don't deal with them for accounting, but you want to deal with them for payroll. They are fine with that. So whatever amount of help you need with payroll, whether it's the payroll checks or the 940s or 941 reportings, or the W-2s or W-3s or 4s or the I-9s or anything, state tax deposit, quarterly reports, new hire reporting, however extensive or however minimal you want to deal with them, they will help you with your payroll. It's called Easy Payroll. So you can give them a call. They have 3 offices now. They have one in Dover, and then one in Milford, and then one in Rehoboth. And they got one phone number that will get you to wherever you need to get. They also have a website. I'm going to give you that. It's Luff, L-U-F-F, CPAs.com. Luff, CPAs.com, and then their phone number is 422-9699, 422-9699. Give them a call, see if they can help you, tell them what you need, and tell them you heard it here on Weller Does Delmarva. All right, I'm going to turn the show back over to the guys, and I will talk to you again another time. See ya. Bye.
Right on. Thank you for turning it back over, Jim. It's great to be here. Colin Walls is here. We've talked to him about Walls Service Center. Sitting here on Route 13 in Bridgeville, though, is this very nice-looking classic Volkswagen Beetle convertible, and that looks like it's an original, right? I mean, this is not one of the newer ones. It's like from this. What year do you think that is?
That's a 1976.
What do you think about? Maybe ask Jason about that. Maybe you can talk to him about that. Go ahead.
Yeah, what do you know about the car, Jason? I mean, I see it's 130,000 miles on it originally, about 130. But it's the Carmen model, and I think that's kind of a package that they had on it. It's fuel injected. It was a California car, custom exhaust system, original paint and interior, AM/FM cassette player. It's hard to find a car with a cassette player anymore. And manual transmission and factory aluminum wheels. So these are the wheels that it came with from the factory.
Correct.
If you're looking at it.
Correct.
So this, I believe this is a specialty car. It's more value. It's a convertible. It's the Carmen model.
Right, it's like a collector's item, basically. I can tell you it definitely turns heads. I mean, just from the people that, let's say we had somebody here buying a trailer and they happened to see it, across the lot there, they would end up hooking up from their trailer that they just bought and walk over to it just to see it. So, I mean, it definitely turns heads. There's no doubt about
Classic.
it.
This is a car show kind of car, right?
Correct.
Take it to the car shows.
I can see this thing with the top down, windows down, riding down Rehoboth Avenue. Still time this year to get down there where it's warm.
Yes.
Get it now. How much is that thing?
Right now, he's got it for $8,800.
Wow.
The first 8,800 takes it, and it's garage kept. Okay, this is not a project for you. This is ready to go.
Right.
Garage kept, runs. Is it run okay? Is everything good with it?
Yep.
Okay. What do you think, Colin?
I think it's a very rare car. If you do some research on it, you're going to find that it's worth more than they're asking for it. Get down here and check it out. It's in really nice shape. I mean, it's well taken care of. You'll be able to see.
Yeah, and it's 1976. Wow. 1976.
It's almost 40 years old.
It has a disco, best of disco cassette in the cassette player. Right there. No, it doesn't?
No.
You could put one in it, though.
Right.
Whatever, beach music, whatever kind of music you want from the 70s. But I think you would have to only hear 1976 and previous music.
Mm-hmm.
No, don't play anything new when you're driving it.
Right. Right down Rehoboth Avenue or down to Ocean City. Can you see it? I can see it right now.
Yes, it's just a cool car. If you're a car
Head
person.
turner.
And it's a convertible.
Yes.
Great.
All right. So, Jason, you want to sell it today?
I would love to sell it today.
Yeah, you're here till 1 o'clock, right?
Absolutely.
All right. You'd like to sell a lot of things.
Can you throw a T-tag on that thing, too? You can do the title work on that, too?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You're a vehicle dealer. You can do it.
We can.
You know what else they have? Display models of these vinyl swing sets. And they're out there. I know a few things about swing sets, having many children, and having purchased one of these for our church. Actually, the church purchased it, but I did the order for them at the church. And lots of kids play on this thing every week for the last, year. Okay? Mm-hmm. It has held up beautifully. There's absolutely no wear. Heavy, sturdy thing. Can you tell me about those swing sets a little bit and why they're so great?
I sure can. I actually have one myself.
They're
I
nice.
can play on it myself, too. So we've had ours for at least a good 5 or 6 years. And the only thing we've done to it is we've powered it, washed it once. And other than that, there's really no maintenance to them.
Stainless steel hardware.
Yep, all the hardware, stainless steel and powder coated. And then, of course, it's treated lumber and then wrapped in vinyl. So, I mean, the plywood and the wood, I mean, I shouldn't say plywood because there's no plywood, but the wood that's inside there isn't really ever going to rot out, especially being protected from that vinyl. And it's the other neat thing about these is you can always add to it. Like we have 2 slides on the one side and the rock wall on the back, and we recently just got a tube slide for the end of it. So you can just keep on adding to it and adding to it.
If you've ever gone to a commercial playground and see how awesome that equipment is, like the new stuff they put in at a school.
Correct.
And if you then price that out, it's astronomically high priced. If you've ever looked it up just out of curiosity. Then you've got stuff like these swing set kits, play sets you can get at like the box stores or the home center stores.
Mm-hmm.
I've had those.
Yes.
You got about a year or 2 in them,
Right.
and they're done.
Yep.
They start deteriorating. Even the ones that are coated and all that. I mean, you get what you pay for.
Right.
This is in the middle and on the lower price range, but yet very durable. right? This is something that's going to fill the bill for you, right?
Right. Yeah, I mean, I like to use the words, like low maintenance or no maintenance, because there really isn't anything you have to do to it. You buy, like what you're talking about at the box stores, you've either got to keep it painted or you got to keep some kind of varnish or something on it to protect it, which means you got to do it year after year after year.
So what can you tell me about these? These are Amish built, and these are display models. You ready to sell them?
Yeah, these are the ones that we've had on our lot that we use to show people the quality of them, because we have a brochure that we really sell them from, because there's so many different styles, and you can actually design them yourself in a sense, to where if you like something on one and something on another, you could actually combine them together, or if you don't like an item, you can duck that out. But these are displays that we've had that we're just looking to move. My favorite one is actually, it's a little playhouse, and it's not a playhouse just on the ground, it's actually up, and you can have like a little sandbox underneath of it or whatever.
Right, it's a raised playhouse, yeah.
But the reason I like this playhouse is they used to build the playhouses like a shed, where it was stick built and then just wrapped in like vinyl siding, where now it's almost like a tubular style of vinyl that is like tongue and groove together. So the inside literally looks just like the outside. So if a kid forgot to shut the window and it rains inside, don't worry about it. It's all vinyl inside. It's not going to rot out.
Love it. That's a nice one. It's 6x5. It's got the ripple rush slide, 6x5 playhouse, 6x8 5-foot deck height, entrance ladder, 3-position single beam, which means there's like 3 swings on there, 2 belt swings and a trapeze in this particular one. It was a $4,500 swing set. You get it for $3,750. Right, it's here.
And it's here.
Ready to go.
Ready to go.
All right. That's vinyl swing set display model. Something else you'll see when you visit Weller's Utility Trailers in Bridgeville, Delaware.
Oh my, the show is sounding really good, and I want to thank everybody for being involved, and I want to thank you for listening to it. While I'm at it, I want to take this opportunity to mention Wilson's Auction Sales. They have a big sale today right in Lincoln starting at 9 o'clock right on Route 113 in Lincoln. They've got all kinds of housewares, they've got coins, they've got glassware, they've got tools, mowers, all kinds of things inside the building, outside the building. It starts at 9 o'clock this morning, and it runs into the evening. Then Tuesday night, starting at 6 o'clock, they have an auto auction. So if you want to buy a nice used vehicle, or if you have a vehicle you want to sell, that would be a good time to get that done. Then we go into next Saturday, which is the 19th. They're going to, again, be having a sale right there on Route 113 in Lincoln, but they're having their big Mid-Atlantic Fall Equipment Auction up at the Delaware State Fairgrounds. And you're invited to attend that. And if you got something you want to sell and get it in that auction, you've got time this week to get it done. So you can learn a lot by going to their website, which is wilsonsauction.com. You can give them a call on the telephone at 422-3454, 422-3454. Wilson's Auction is having their big sale next Saturday, the 19th, not only at Lincoln, but also at the Delaware State Fairgrounds, and that one there is outside. Of course, it's a rain or shine event, and there's going to be a bargain to be had by everybody. So make plans to tune us in next week, or come join us in person, or attend the auction, or if you do got something you want to sell, Wilson's Auction will help you turn whatever you have into cash. I use them all the time, and they do a great job. Again, it's wilsonsauction.com on the web. On the phone, it's 422-3454. I got to go. I'm going to turn the show back over to the guys. Take care. Have a good day. I'll be back with another commercial in a little bit. Bye.
Yeah, we have free coffee and free donuts here at Weller's. Come on in. There's juice as well. Dan Gaffney in for Jim today, and Colin Walls.
That's right. 1 o'clock. They're open till 1 o'clock here today, so get here, get your free coffee and donuts, and check out this huge selection. Did you notice when you drove up this green trailer outside here?
It's caught my eye, yeah.
Pearl Cat Green is the name of it.
Pearl Cat Green, everybody. What kind of trailer is that, Brooks?
It's made by Lark. It's just a cargo trailer, 7x14, but it is definitely sharp looking. One thing I noticed that I didn't realize it had, but it does, is it's got 24-inch aluminum tread plate all the way down, so front to back, which is what the Stone Guard is made out of. So if you picture a Stone Guard on the trailer, it basically wraps all the way around the trailer.
Sharp.
Real sharp looking.
Yeah, that is a sharp looking trailer. It's sitting right out there by the main entrance.
If you're looking to get your business noticed, put your name on the side of that. That will catch attention.
Oh, yeah. because I mean it's a color that they just actually came out with, so there's not really any of them out there. So it's going to be something that's going to be very specific to you, at least for the first little while.
Make sure you like Jim Weller. He's the Jim Weller from Delaware, he says. Jim Weller on Facebook. Weller Does Delmarva. Like this page on Facebook. It's the name of the show that happens here every Saturday. Weller Does Delmarva. Weller's Utility Trailers on Facebook, Weller's Sheds and Carports on Facebook, and the Jim Weller on Facebook. It's been fun being here. We started by talking about the walk I took this morning before we even signed on. An amazing amount of trailers over here, dump trailers, car haulers, equipment haulers, landscapers, enclosed. You've got everything, right, Brooks? Any kind of trailer.
That's correct, new and used.
Got a motorcycle? They have trailers for motorcycles. Tell me about those things.
Yeah, they're actually we have a used one out there that's made out of wood and aluminum tread plate. But then the other ones that we have are all aluminum. So the frame's aluminum, the body's aluminum, real nice. And they have a couple different models. They have the regular one, which is nice for a thing of luggage or whatever. But they have what they call the XL. And what's great about that is it is big enough to put a full set of golf clubs in. So hop on the bike, throw the golf clubs in the trailer.
Really?
Yep.
And these are trailers you hook to the back of your motorcycle, or you put your motorcycle on it?
You hook it to the back of your motorcycle.
Yeah, you drive your motorcycle to the golf course with your aluminum trailer with your golf clubs in it.
Yeah, how else could you get your golf clubs to the course?
Leave your helmet on while you're golfing too. 4.
Yeah,
they're pretty cool. But that's what I'm saying. You have everything, tow dollies, everything. They have it here. Plus, in the showroom, kayaking. Fall is a great time to get out and kayak our tributaries and rivers and waterways here on Delmarva, and you've got all sorts of kayaks. Entry model $177, includes a paddle. You have those here today too. And I was very impressed with the Amish built sheds. If you're shed shopping, make sure you check the prices at Weller's. How do your prices compare?
They're the best out there. I mean, everybody that has come in and said they're looking at sheds, they're like, how are your sheds so affordable? It's like the prices are so much better than any other place
I'm blown
I've been.
away. I'm going to double check next time I'm going to the big box store, but I'm blown away at how the price here is so much lower.
And they didn't do it by skimping on the quality either.
No.
These are quality sheds.
Yeah. Very, very well built sheds.
I'm like, this is a big shed. It's got a loft in there, a ladder going up to the loft, a garage door, a regular door, windows, and I'm like, really? This is the price? Mm-hmm. And that's delivered.
That's correct.
Within 25 miles.
Yep.
All right. And can you buy those right off of the lot here or the custom order? How does that work?
You can do it either way. If it's on the lot and it's available, obviously you can buy it. It does take a couple of weeks to get it delivered.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of shed business going on right now, so they kind of got to keep the row of them going. But you can also special order it and get it how you want it. If you want a different color siding, you want vinyl versus wood, you want bigger windows. They got different windows you can get, different types of doors, all kinds of options.
How about roof pitches and different sidings to match your house? A lot of developments.
The roof pitch, I'm not quite sure on that one.
Okay.
But as far as the siding, there is different sidings available. If
Got
you
a whole
have
brochure here.
Yeah, and we have certain ones that they sell. But if you say, I want it to match my house, if you have a sample or something of what you have, they will make sure they get that. Same thing with the shingles. If you need it to match a certain thing, they'll find it.
They have things called pet shelters, bus stop shelters, garage, the entire garage size, just very, very small, medium, large, all sorts of things.
They even have playhouses too, So if you want to find something for your kids, I know my kids love playing in these playhouses, and they have they're like Victorian style houses, just miniaturized.
Right. Well, is there anything else that you want to mention, Brooks, before we run out of time today on Weller Does Delmarva here at Weller's Utility Trailers?
I just want to encourage people to stop by. We do still have coffee, donuts, juice, apple juice available. We are going to be open till 1 o'clock today. The earlier the better. The later the day gets, the busier it gets. So definitely want to suggest to stop by as early as possible.
What somebody wanted to know what? Yeah. Somebody wants to know if the four of us will play on the play set if it's purchased today.
I would say absolutely.
Yeah. Well, Brooks is in. How about you, Colin? You in on that?
Yeah,
It just
maybe.
depends on my schedule.
Absolute maybe.
Right, absolute maybe. Look, they have 4 different display models of the vinyl swing set. The display models that have been up all summer, people have been ordering and looking at the quality. This quality is really, really good. I'm impressed with the quality of these swing sets. When you get up close and you know anything about swing sets, this is good stuff.
Absolutely.
Really. And it's maintenance free. So thank you, Jim Weller, for letting us host your show in your absence, and thanks to Jim's sponsors, and thanks to Delaware 1059. And Colin, thank you. We'll see you at Wall Service Center, Colin.
Right.
Make sure you like him on Facebook. Weller Does Delmarva and Jim Weller on Facebook. Thank you, Brooks. Thank you, Jason. Thank you, customers. Weller's open for business until 1 o'clock today here in Bridgeville.
The preceding program was a paid commercial presentation. Local news first.